As I suspected, 32 flavors.
What's up, everybody? Toxic Tuesday is back! I had that one earphone on. What's up, guys? What's up, toxic ones in the chat? I see DJB2 from a few days ago. 2 days? What the fuck, bro? Dude, I do that because I want to have it set up in advance. It's all about being prepared, man. You gotta lead by example. D, but I see what you did there. I feel the need for Toxic Tuesday. What's up, rough girl? Just another red shirt. Hello, Sherry. What's up? Stuart Mitchell, hello. The Islington girl, hello, all you toxic and beautiful people. The Angry Gamer, what's up, guys? All right, well, guys, you know the flick. It's Top Gun. You know that. So let's get this show on the road. Hey, David Serta, hail to Nick Weiser and everyone. Nice to see you, Mrs. Serta, as always. Guys, this is a fucking classic. I'm excited about this one. It's going to be a nice little, like, kind of a detour because, like, it's not fully action. Obviously, it has some action moments, but it's not like, like shoot 'em up like Terminator or something like that. But it's got those, obviously the plane sequences, but you're not expecting 800 miles a minute of action, from beginning to end. This is its own unique little entity. But there's a lot of toxicity to balance it out. So Mad's in the back that's like, what? I don't know if I call it action movie, but I call it a damn amazing movie. But we'll debate that in a minute shortly. So I'll bring Mr. Mad Martigan on right now.
What is wrong with you? This is one of the most action-packed movies. A brotherhood.
Well, it's a brotherhood,
in
yes.
Sexiness.
And
in non-homoerotic action.
And the volleyball. If you call the volleyball scene action,
so manly.
We'll roll with that.
So manly. Just playing with the boys. Playing with the boys.
Okay, well then, if we're gonna go that way,
how manly is that song?
Oh
my God!
Amazing.
First of all, I have a few things. One, were you doing rails during the 30-second intro?
What?
I'm pretty sure I heard you doing rails. Getting that good yayo.
May have. Not saying anything.
Dude, I was gonna come in and do the whole bar scene, but now I can't because you messed me up, man, with your whole. It's not action. Come on.
Well, no, it's not action loaded like the way like a Terminator movie is. But since you're getting into the context of volleyball, then yes, we'll consider that. If we're gonna call that action, then fine. It's action packed. Okay,
that's action packed.
Coming from, Matt.
Serenading a unworthy chick at a bar is action.
In Mad Martigan terminology, this is actually, you know what? We'll roll with it. Fuck it, we'll roll with it.
It's all action. All right. I mean, it starts out with Cougar and what's the pilot's name? It's no, not Goose and Mav, the ones that they save. No, in the very beginning.
Cougar,
and it's a magic one, wizard.
I can't remember the other one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like it starts off like with him, I mean, inverted, keeping up foreign relations, the bird.
Mm-hmm. I can't, it's not hitting me, but so I see Dustin wrote here. Send me the link. Dustin, check the group. Now that you're in the Toxic Tuesday group, check that in there. And Jack of all casuals, fuck it, we'll do it live.
You just got to scroll up through all of our nonsense. What is the term for the wizard? It's not a wizard. It's
Merlin.
Yes.
70s,
Merlin and Cougar.
Merlin. Yeah. Thank you, 70s. Well, all right. Well, we got a few other guys here and a few on the way, so we'll bring them on in and we'll talk some more about action and dudes and volleyball. It's been great. First time on here on Toxic Tuesday. He is a hero and a half shell. I don't know if he has turtle power though. Mr. Shellback TJC.
I'm sitting here yelling Merlin. Okay. And nobody could hear me apparently.
No,
couldn't tell shit, dude.
But Merlin was the backseat guy. He was the Rio. Cougar was the pilot.
Cougar was the pilot. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
like this comment here
because
from the Angry Gamer.
you know Maverick was saying, "Come on, Coog, come on, Coog."
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
We gotta land, man.
but,
Burn
Right,
low
though.
fuel.
but
The Angry
yeah,
Gamer says the actor from the volleyball scene is the same actor who played Wilson Castaway. Am I missing something there?
Well, I mean, there is
Wilson's
which one
the
are we talking about? We're talking
ball
about Iceman. We're talking
Yeah.
about his
We're gonna need
Rio.
more context. Yeah, we're gonna need more context. Sub Pope Metallicus. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Slider.
And then
Slider, yeah.
Small Time says only one thing would make Top Gun better: higher flight instructor and come against maybe Heather Locklear or Sharon. So, well,
Or just cut her out together.
Funny you mentioned that. As far as like ones who they had running for the part, I know they had some really nasty ones, and they had some ones that the guys would have been less like. I know Brooke Shields is one that they were looking at. I know they were talking to Iron Maiden, Eddie's wife, Sarah Jessica Parker as well too. Like, you imagine if that went over, like Eddie's wife, like, oh, it just would have been like, oh, Handy Randy's here. Hey, everybody, everyone from
great spiker, but could not set for shit.
All right. Well, we got another guy in here. He's another regular on here. He is that 70s rock fan.
Good evening, gentlemen, and I'm so happy to be here to talk about the magnificent 1955 Western Top Gun. I was so pleased when you said we were going to do this overlooked classic with Sterling Hayden playing Mad Martigan. Give us all the whiskey, gold, and women in town, or we'll burn it to the ground. So that's so glad you're doing this. Anyway, and I agree. You can take that down. Oh, it's the other Top Gun. Shit, sorry.
I love
how they can steal titles like that and get away with it. I don't know.
I love how 70s is coming in every week with a new bit. That was a good one.
Got new bits.
Sterling Hayden. But yeah, I agree with Mad that Kelly McGillis, it was not worth that epic song and that epic sing-along. Just not worth it. She just wasn't the right class. They would have been better just singing to each other.
But
Goose and Maverick, we just sang
I
that to each
she
other.
had lost it.
She had. And
she hasn't.
The funny thing is, Tom Cruise just does all that stuff, and it's like that's supposed to woo her, like getting up in her face and staring at her like this.
Yeah, he's Tom fucking Cruise.
Well, no, he was still a bit geeky looking then, you know. The teeth were a bit funny, and he just wasn't.
If
he's
by
a scrawny
geeky,
little run.
you mean a god?
Very short god, yeah.
He had
little
an apple
god, just a
crate.
little god.
He had an apple crate to stand up.
It wasn't that long before he'd done things like The Outsiders, where he really did not look good. So he was the surgery hadn't kicked in yet. So.
Real quick, like, have you seen her picture, like, of what she looks like now?
Oh, dude!
Are you gonna share it?
She should have hopped on that Scientology train like Tom.
She should have.
Like, Oh, look, if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. The best selling point that L. Ron Hubbard has ever had is how great Tom Cruise looks. Like, nothing is more tempting to join a cult than saying that you get to look that young.
A lot of advantages joining cults, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
For
it's
the community.
because what's her face is Kelly McGillis was actually taller, so they had to adjust to Tom's height in the movie because
they had a little platform they ran around behind them with the steps. And that was her first movie too, wasn't it? Her first big movie.
But...
Couldn't tell.
But yeah, I agree. They could have picked a lot hotter actress. Sorry, Kelly, but you know. It was, and there it's like Denise Richards in that Bond movie. She's meant to be this top scientist. Come on, give me a break.
Fun fact: my hands are the same size as
If
Tom
they ever
Cruise's.
release Top Gun Maverick,
not interested. Too many women already. I saw the trailer.
The women were the stars of this movie, Mad. Come on, Kelly and
Meg Ryan.
Yeah, they were the stars. They're the heart and soul of this movie. It's a women's movie.
It is a bro movie. It is all about the bros
It's supposed to
broing
be
out.
no, it's supposed to be about the bros. Matt is
Yeah.
right. It's supposed to be
They're
about
doing
that.
it for the women. That's all they're doing it for.
Doing it for each other,
Yeah,
broing.
they're,
They're
dude,
doing
come on, the volleyball scene, or when they're all in the shower
Are
scene,
they
you
doing
see
it
Oh.
all
to
the
each other
shirts
though?
off, like,
Every
dude.
time they're in the locker room together, it's all broing out. Like,
It's
broness.
all lube and yeah,
Well, they
towels.
need more lube. Like,
Flick
seriously.
towels.
Those flight
Oh.
suits are tight, man. You got to lube, got to get in.
Things swell up there when you're
Yeah.
30,000 feet in a 4G.
Dude,
Tony Scott, man.
the
You
director,
know, this was only his
Legend.
second big
Ridley.
movie. Only
Yeah.
his second big
Well,
movie.
the movie
The
he did
Hunger.
before is Hunger. Was it Hunger or The Hunger?
I think it was The Hunger.
Okay. Yeah.
Psychological thriller. Yeah.
It wasn't like a movie that did super well, but it was one of those movies where the people who knew about it were hugely into it. So there, when Bruckheimer and co were looking for someone like, hey, this guy obviously is well known, but he's obviously they looked at merit. They actually looked at merit, unlike today's
Well,
day
he
and
cut
age.
his chops as an action director, though, and went on to be one of the greatest action directors of all time, really.
Mhm,
Bro,
mhm.
we have done so many Brockheimer, Don Simpson movies. Like,
right?
and all of them were fueled by cocaine.
That's right.
They did so much cocaine.
Couldn't see the films because of the snow.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer, that's another one. Oh man, Tom
Skerritt.
You can't forget Michael Ironside as well, who was also
Oh,
in
Ironside's
Total
the best.
Recall.
I mean, it's bonus points just for having Michael Ironside in it.
Seriously, it's amazing how that guy always has like a lot of the more smaller roles, but the roles he's always very effective, and you just recognize like, oh shit, that's Ironside. Like, I love that guy. Seriously,
Well, I saw a bit of trivia that he looks so much and acts so much like an officer that when they were on board the ship, people were actually saluting him, not realizing he was an actor, and he's like, oh, okay, I can handle that.
Hey, no issue with that. Seriously, no. So, Shell, you've been in the Navy. I mean, what was your initial life experience with this movie? Since you're a guest on here, why don't you tell us about it?
You broed out.
You broed out, yeah. Tell us about your life with the Top Gun.
What was it like in the showers?
Well, I can tell you that what we're seeing right now, okay, it is not glamorous like in this movie. But no, I mean, this was just like a giant freaking recruiting poster for the Navy in the mid '80s. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
this is Navy SEALs with
yeah,
Charlie
man,
Sheen.
I don't know. I really liked it.
You saw it at the time, Shell. You went to see
did
it
you
at the
see it in
cinema.
the theater?
Right.
Like, what was your life experience? Usually, when we're on here, we
No,
talk
man,
to people.
it's
no.
Yeah, everybody wants.
We lost you, Shell. I think he's still talking. Well, anyways, yeah, he may have froze up. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, what's up, Mark? You with the sea?
Hey,
glad you made it. Yeah, I know you've obviously have a wild day, but I'm glad everything is okay and turning around. So, cheers to that, my friend. Salute.
Yeah, my daughter just had the flu. Thankfully, it wasn't anything too bad. So we're worried it was the vid or something. So she had a really high fever. So my wife and I took her to the urgent care. Of course, we got to the pharmacy before 10. I just got a vent. We got to the pharmacy before 10. So CVS. And the woman there's like, well, I can't fill the prescription. It was like 9:59, and the woman's like, we can't fill the prescription for the Tamiflu because it's after 10 o'clock. And she showed us her watch, and it's like, well, your watch says it's 9:59. So the pharmacist actually wouldn't fill it. I'm thinking like the old time pharmacist, back your neighborhood guy would have or gal would have, filled the damn thing up and not. It's like, really, like for 1 minute, and it's actually 1 minute early. You're not going to give the Tamiflu so she feels better, so she's got to wait till tomorrow to get it. So
wow,
nasty gram to CVS, but yeah, heartless SOBs. It's like you can't spend 5 extra minutes on your job to like God forbid you think a Top Gun pilot or firefighter or policeman or someone on the job, would say, "Oh, sorry, I can't help you right now. It's 1 minute past." 1 minute
Oh,
past,
absolutely. Right? Cop would. Yeah, I did it all the time.
Right? Yeah, you check out, right? Yeah, if someone needed your help. Yeah, and you says a burglary going on, you just say, "Sorry, it's
wait till day shift gets out." Yeah, wait till day shift gets out here.
Yeah,
they'll be here soon.
Right? Yeah. So, yep. So, Mastergram coming out to CVS. Yep.
Nice. Well, I'm glad everything's good.
Oh, yeah, everything's okay. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Shell, you there? Are you live?
I'm here.
Dustin, welcome, sir. How you doing?
Wonderful, man.
Awesome.
Took a little bit. Some technical difficulties.
It's okay, dude. It's okay, man. We're good, but we have to do that thing. I guess we have to do that thing because the Islington flight instructor has now made this happen. The Islington flight instructor for $3 says, just the tip from the danger zone. P.S. Jets are sexy. Thank you, Islington girl, for the $3, and I appreciate that. And yes, God, I love that amazing soundtrack. I mean, God, seriously, I'm gonna Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone, Loverboy, Heaven in Your Eyes, Cheap Trick, Mighty Wings, Berlin, Take My Breath Away.
Oh, such a good
Harold Faltermeyer and Steve Stevens, the Top Gun anthem, Miami Sound Machine, the Hot Summer Nights, but Kenny Loggins playing with the boys. I mean, you don't get much.
Such a manly song.
You don't get songs like Kenny Loggins wrote anymore.
No,
ever.
you don't. No, you. Tina Marie, Lead Me On. That makes a lot of sense. Marietta, Destination Unknown. Larry Green, Through the Fire. Dude, seriously, I
didn't think it did. So the original soundtrack did not have You Lost That Love and Feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they've altered it a few times. Yeah.
So
I think there was a Otis Redding track. Was it Dock of the Bay was added in at some point?
Oh yeah,
as well?
Dock of the Bay.
Yeah.
They sing that at the end.
So, you alive there, Shell?
Great Balls of Fire.
Shell? No, he's not alive. Okay. Well, anyways, until he comes back alive, Dustin, talk about your life story with this wonderful Top Gun.
I don't know. This is one of those movies that it's always been in my brain, but I have no idea when I watched it for the first time. Like I don't know, but I was watching it the other day and I sent you that text saying, "Hey, I'm watching this movie again." Mm-hmm. And I've been a big fan of Tom Cruise movies for a long time, whether it be this movie, Cocktail, Days of Thunder. I watched that movie a shit ton.
Oh, right. So
I mean, Days of Thunder is like Top Gun, but a NASCAR.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But I know this movie is just so awesome. I don't even know.
No.
I'll tell you this. Throughout high school, I refused to high five anyone with a shirt on.
What were they? You had to take your shirt off, or they had to take their shirts off?
Both, every time. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's a pretty good transition into mine, don't you think, Nick?
Did you start playing volleyball with just jeans then, Matt? Or
are you kidding? Jean shorts. No,
shorts.
So
women's beach volleyball is tough, though, isn't it, Matt? Women's beach volleyball is a tough game. It's a tough game.
Yeah,
but you did okay at it. You were good at it.
I did excellent at it. We played all the time with my church group. Yeah.
So, Matt, tell us about your Top Gun experience with the movie.
No idea when I first saw it, but I know this in Tombstone. That's what I would watch every day in my freshman and sophomore year. Mm-hmm. Every day after school, these are the two I would watch. I know this movie. I mean, word for word. I know this movie. I have attempted and failed singing "You Lost That Loving Feeling" to more than one girl at a bar in my lifetime.
Crash and burn?
Oh yeah. Crash and burn, I'm mad.
Sweat on that guy.
Marc, you stink. So because it's a 25-year-old movie that's referencing a 30-year-old song at that time. So
Right.
chicks at a bar on 6th Street didn't exactly pick up on what I was. Anyway, but I actually went to aeronautics school in Oklahoma, where I flew. I drank too much and smoked too much, and we came to the decision that I should do something else.
You had a burning ambition to do something else.
Fuck off. But yeah. So, by the way, I had never been in a plane before. No, not once before I went to the school, but like I was in class and they were there recruiting or whatever, and they wouldn't let me sleep. They put paperwork in front of me. I filled it out, and they accepted me, and I didn't apply anywhere else. So I went off to Oklahoma to fly planes. I've never been in before. Had a lot of fun though.
Did you have to get to fly planes then?
Yeah. Oh, day
what
one
were
you're
you in?
flying.
Oh, you're flying.
Cessnas, 152s, 172s.
Yep. Not
Yeah.
the F-14.
No. I asked. They said they don't have them. I was like, damn, this is going to be weird. This is not what I've been preparing for.
Wait, I signed up for F-14s. Why am I
Yeah.
getting a Cessna 172?
How about an F-13? Like, I mean, just one model lower? I'm guessing that's how the models work. I don't know.
You get the F1.3, it's just a tenth of the cost.
All right. Toxic Jet Wash Flu sent me some money, so now is the moment of truth. Never gets old. Toxic Jet Wash Flu for $15 says
Wow.
Mad Martigan will be on fire singing Playing with the Boys karaoke at the local Blue Note bar. I feel the need for Playing with the Boys. Damn, dude. Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Tox, for the $15. I appreciate that, sir. You are a great man, my friend. Thank you. 70s. Why don't you tell us about your Top Gun life story? Let's hear the E True Hollywood of it.
I might be controversial here. I got some problems with this movie, but
go for it.
I was in the middle of my Air Force career when this movie came out. So I found it hard to believe, first of all, that they'd made it a movie about Navy pilots. I thought, have they got flying boats these days? I mean, planes it's like getting a fireman to do brain surgery. Planes are for the Air Force. The Navy are great with ships. So what are they doing? Flying submarines or something? Is this science fiction? But I kind of got over that. So went to see and it was actually a interesting movie because when it was released in the UK a few months after the US release, Tom Cruise wasn't that big a star. He'd been heard of, but he wasn't a huge star. Tony Scott had only done The Hunger, although we knew of him because of his brother, and he'd done a lot of TV work in Britain. Kelly McGillis, nobody knew who she was. It was Val Kilmer, maybe was a bit of a name. So it wasn't like it was a cast iron guaranteed to be a hit success. Didn't have that much star power going for it in that sense, but it just took off. Pun not intended. Took
we
off
had Michael
absolutely.
Ironside in it.
Michael Ironside, an enormous hit, and just everybody absolutely could not get enough of that movie that year. Just couldn't get enough of it. It was huge success. Now, it's hard to get UK box office numbers from that time. There seems to be a huge gap in the 70s and 80s. You don't have them. But I reckon it was probably the top box office film of the year in the UK that year.
Well, it was in the United States, or at least the continent of North America, because when it came out in 86, it opened to 8 million opening weekend. 8 million, and went on to hit 176 million domestically. So that is a hell of a feat, considering that most movies nowadays, you can have a movie that opened to 50 or 60 mil, and they'll be lucky if they hit 170 mil. Like, it's crazy to think about how that movie opened up to 8 mil. Granted, I know there wasn't like alternatives like streaming services or like waiting for the Blu-ray or the DVD as common as then, the theater's more instead back then because there's more movies to see. It's more of a hobby then to now. But it's saying something where people just had to see this movie in theaters. Word of mouth got around quickly is what I meant to say. And it showed because the legs on these numbers are insane. You had the first weekend, 8 million, and then the second weekend, it went up to 9 million. And that was Memorial Day weekend, cash again. and it just maintained legs throughout the
I think
duration.
it took
of its
something
box
like
office.
4 to 6 months before it dropped out of the top fives of the movies. Yeah.
It'll never
Biggest
drop out of my
movie.
heart.
Yeah. Biggest movie of '86 in North America. Like,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
the biggest movie of the year.
It really launched Tom Cruise as a superstar in the UK at the time, and nobody, you couldn't get enough of him after that. So,
And
That's
they
what I was
didn't
mentioning.
realize how short he'd be. Go ahead, Mark.
No, I was just sorry. I was just starting to interrupt. I was just say, Risky Business was probably Cruise's first big movie, right? Was that '83 or '84? Or when?
Risky Business was '83.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
it's
when
not that he
was
hadn't
probably
been in
his first
things.
Big,
He was in Legend and
Taps, but yeah,
Legend
really
was
big thing.
quite. But this really launched him as a superstar, I think.
Yeah. This was the next level. I mean,
different level.
Risky Business made people knew about him, and then when this movie hit, that was in the stratosphere. Oh God, I'm sorry.
And it had, as I think you mentioned it there, Nick, something like along these lines. But you had to see it in the cinema. It was a spectacle. So that word of mouth got around. Like, hey, have you seen this movie? Have you seen the fight scenes in it? The combat, and it's all real, So
yeah, because back
that
then
really made a
too,
difference. Yeah,
this was my. Sorry.
Go ahead, Mark.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say it was my senior year in high school. So back then, don't forget, everyone had 25-inch colored TVs at home, and so like going to see in the movie theater was like people said, "Hey, you got to see this in the movie theater." Like, it's not like you even had like a flat screen TV that could even do it half the justice.
25-inch, you privileged bugger. We had to make do with 12. I've only ever had 12 inches, but it's always been enough usually. But
no, okay.
So my downstairs, I've got a 75-inch TV, and I don't think it still did a justice for this movie. Like, even with 75-inch TV downstairs,
yeah, nothing ever will.
No,
yeah, it's got to be
I'd
the big
like to see it in IMAX.
Ooh, yeah. Oh my God, when Maverick comes out, that might have to be what I do. Is Maverick? That'll definitely be
like maybe Navy Pier IMAX.
Oh yeah,
I think it could make you
dude, Navy Pier IMAX. Dustin, we might have to meet up for that. I might have to meet up with you for that. I'd love to do that.
And we'll bring pizza.
Amazing. Yeah.
I got wings tonight.
Oh yes. I love wings. Matt is something burning, but I don't think it's his personality. Well, Mark.
So we're gonna highlight their jokes about me, but not my killer jokes on them.
What killer jokes?
Like at Handy Randy, you're right about my personality. Just like the Black Crows, it's hard to handle.
Handy Randy fly an F-14?
just in one direction though. He could only go round in one direction.
Yeah. They call him the Jeff Garrett of. Wait, is that a
Jarrett?
Okay.
Jeff Jarrett.
Damn it. Whatever. Move on.
All right, Mark. Why don't you talk to us about your Top Gun story?
Sure. So, like I said, this was senior in high school, so this is one of the movies. I don't think I had a date back then. I'm, throwing myself under the bus, but I think it was just, went with the guys on. Of course, you got to go with the guys to see this movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
And watch the volleyball game. So
yeah, my girlfriend the whole week's been like, when are we gonna watch Top Gun? I don't know when you're going to.
Right. But yeah, so this was one of those, you had to see in the movie theater. It's like, people told you, like the 70s was saying before, like, yeah, go see this in the theater, don't wait for your crappy VHS tape to come out. And it was like one of those event things, right? I'm not gonna say it's as big as Star Wars, but it was one of those movies in the summer. You're like, yeah, everyone's got to go see it, and then go see it again. Even my dad wanted to go see it because he loved naval aircraft or fighter jets. So it had all that cool stuff going for it. You got fighter jets, you got a Kawasaki Ninja, you got kick-ass footage of the the dogfights. The dogfights are just like Dustin was saying, you can't watching it at home, like watching it again, it like just doesn't cut it. It's like you gotta be in the movie theater. And sometimes you go to like an IMAX theater, you go to like the Air and Space Museum, they'll show like a movie or something with something aeronautical. It's just so much better and like on that big screen. And the story is kind of thin. I mean, yeah, it's like the guy's gonna do, he's a hot shot, he's gonna have that setback that he's got to overcome, which is he's got that big setback in the middle, and then they're gonna kick ass, of course, the idea of them getting the letter at the end and then heading off to combat, right away was kind of sketchy. But they had to come up with something. So
we're on the clock here.
It was fun. Yeah, we're on the clock. But that was I thought it hit all the right beat, and it was just a fun movie. Like when you saw it in the movie theater, you got it's like shit. Everyone wants to join the Navy and become a pilot, and try to sing, You've Lost That Loving Feeling in a bar and see how it goes. And
nailed it.
We all crashed and burned.
Right? I nailed it. My issue was I sang it to an unworthy woman instead of a bro who would have appreciated it. That's where I went wrong with it.
Yes, I said TMF's in the chat, so he's going to come up when we show pictures from that from the volleyball game. I'm sure he's going to be all over that.
Still think
he will be.
Anthony Edwards has the better voice, better than Tom Cruise's. He could sing better.
Dude, when they're doing that whole karaoke, like that was actually that reminds me. That was the first moment that stuck out to me. Like when I first watched this, when I was 8 years old. I actually remember because I was going through the VHSs and I saw, I'm like, what's Top Gun? I just kind of threw it in the VCR. I just see all these dudes gather and see this girl. I'm like, look at all. I'm just like, whoa, look at all these dudes singing.
Right? It's so awesome. It's so bro. He's like, excuse me, miss. Whoa, don't worry. I'll take care of this.
Yeah.
And tap on the shoulder. He breaks it down.
It's actually not that far from reality. I mean,
no.
Mad, you and I both been in the military. When you're out with a bunch of the guys in a bar and a record comes on the jukebox, it's very easy for that thing to happen. Everyone just starts singing. Yeah.
It
just happens.
Dude, it's just such a magical scene. It stood out to me. And now, so this was, for me, of course, my gateway into Tom Cruise. But then, I
love this scene.
Here, well, let me go back up.
Oh, sorry. Some of you are wondering.
Let's do it. So, for me, discovering this movie, I had known about, what the Navy was and being a pilot. I'm like, oh, that stuff sounds cool. But I didn't know any of the terminology or... I just knew these guys could fly. And that, to me, is like, oh, hey, that's cool. These guys are pilots. And just seeing this, whole, extra masculine, all these dudes, getting together, just doing all dude things together.
Bro stuff,
This is amazing. Yeah. And then I feel like I kind of lived a moment like that later in my life when I think I was around 23 or 24. I was at a party with a bunch of dudes, and we were all partying, and all of us had our shirts off. And then,
as one would,
as you should,
when you're in shape,
and the police showed up, and they we hit the door, and the cop looked really confused, and then he's like, "There's not any girls here," and I'm like, "No, not a single one." Not a single one. And then he just looked mortified. He's like, okay.
And then he took off his shirt.
You guys have a great night.
Well, son, I'm giving you writing your ticket for not having any women here, right?
Turns out he was the male stripper you'd hired for the night, dressed as a policeman.
Yeah, or could you imagine if he answered the door? You're the stripper we hired.
Bro, I tell you what, my favorite memories of college was just hanging out with my bros in the hot tub, shirtless, obviously, Avi, and quoting Top Gun and Snatch. Yeah, that's what bros do.
That's the movie, I assume you're talking about.
Oh, we haven't even got to the volleyball scene. You want to get uncomfortable, bro.
Oh, dude.
But by the way, Tom Selleck, right? He plays Commander Stryker.
Yes.
He is not aged a bit. I guarantee he's a Scientologist.
Scary.
Selleck, whatever.
There's a big difference. Tom Selleck has a mustache that everyone loves.
That's right. They are
much
two different
bigger
people.
mustache than Skerritt's.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom Skerritt still looks pretty good today. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Look at that. Dude.
Give Val there. Val Kilmer is really the good start, the hero here. It's true. Maverick is a dick.
Maverick is like, all right, for those who know DC Comics lore, he's kind of like a Hal Jordan, like an Evel Knievel, like he's very off the rails, chaotic, but at the end of the day, he's going to get the job done. I think maybe Marc D with the C could back me on that. He's definitely got some Hal Jordan-ish qualities. So obviously they're both pilots, so there's that aspect, and they got also that their guy to keep them in line, because you got Goose, who's a fantastic character, and Goose he's the family man. He's the guy who's full of heart and charm, and he's the guy who's just say, hey, we gotta keep the ship afloat. So
Death
Man,
was the
they're
only way
hammering.
Death was the only way he could get rid of those grossos that were tying him down. You know, his wife and kid.
Meg Ryan, right? Where's
Yeah,
she
yeah.
going lately? Yeah.
Iceman. It's the way he flies. Ice cold, no mistakes. You get bored, you do something stupid. That's when he got you.
He's not endangering anyone either, right? You know, Maverick was the one taking the risks and
This man's a
screwing
team
up.
Oh,
player.
dude, no, whoa! It's up, dude, up. This is the greatest like scene in any movie ever. This whole bit, from the moment they walk into the bar, was he's like, now this is what I call a target-rich environment. Cruz, even you could get laid in a place like this. I'd be happy just to find a girl to talk dirty to me, ha! And they walk in. They do that. They're like, ah.
Oh, look at that face! oh, dude!
Have you figured it out yet?
Val Kilmer's character in this was like a little. I don't know. I just kept waiting for them to make out.
Yeah, right.
Like I mean.
Well, I know he's getting really close, isn't he? He gets really close.
Yeah, that's how
He's looking-
bros
even
talk.
looking
the
down
shower
on
scene,
Tom.
like they're all on their towels and shit, and they're like right on each other. You're like,
Look,
what's
dude,
happening?
he is just asking, has he figured it out yet? What's that? Who the best is?
Yeah.
But of course, Mav, he likes to do things on his own. That's what Iceman's heard about him.
It's all very homoerotic.
No, it is
Val
not.
Kilmer-
No.
Ice is trying to see what Tom has got going on down there. That's why he's looking that way. He's looking so fun.
Just sizing him up.
Well, Tom Cruise is what, 5'3"?
So yeah,
Yeah.
Val Kilmer is literally the big man. Val Kilmer's definitely the big spoon in this one. He's definitely the big spoon. I mean, you look at it, right, and they call look at
If
face
Tom
like that.
wasn't on his little raised platform there, he'd be staring right at Val Kilmer's groin.
Oh my god!
Some of y'all who haven't been to Tacoma, where's it at in Florida? I forgot where the school is. Some of y'all haven't been there. It gets real cold at night. And sometimes the only thing you can do is cuddle up next to your bro, to keep warm, dude. That's just science. I don't know what you guys are talking about here. All right. Whoa, the bet is $20. You have to have carnal knowledge of a lady this time, which, by the way, looking back on you, like, of a lady this time.
This time,
Whatever.
yeah.
Moving
Tom
on.
Cruise is 5'7". I call bullshit.
And what's carnal knowledge?
That booty.
5'7" when he borrows Robert De Niro's
Fancy words.
stacked shoes.
Fancy words there, right?
Yeah. Come on, man. A bet's a bet. I don't know, man. Oh, God, I love this scene.
Oh,
Yeah, when Kelly
Fox,
McGillis
of
walks by,
course.
he's like, what did she say? He's like, he was fantastic, by the way, right?
Oh yeah, he is fantastic.
Yeah.
And also Goose. Oh, dude, look, he's got that
Well-
old face.
Look, he was trying to save her from that horrible mistake of dating an older man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's trying to save her from oldie locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about avoiding oldie locks. So it's
Once
just
you've gone older, you can never go back, you know. Just don't
Uh-huh.
want the young boys.
Yeah.
These
You're
young boys
skipping
know
all-
nothing.
Hold up,
Us
hold up,
older
hold
guys
up.
know everything.
Dude, come on. You look at this scene of the dudes getting together, swarming like they're gonna do a circle jerk, except they're not jerking, they're singing. And look at that, you got the ultimate 70s porno stash right there to the left.
Mhm.
Like, look
Yeah.
at that shit. Look at
Aviators
all that-
inside at
Oh,
night.
look-
Similar.
Look how pleasured
There's
Maverick's
something
eyes
similar
are.
in An Officer and a Gentleman. Didn't they do a similar scene in that? Except it was you're too good to be true, or something. Wasn't that the song they used in that? It's a very similar scene. I think this was first. This might have been
Oh
first.
yeah, this was definitely first. It came out way before a few good.
Officer and a Gentleman.
Yeah, that one. Oh, I don't know.
She looks bored. I don't like that.
But, well, because she can't act. She's a woman. All she can do is act like a woman.
He is coming on a bit strong though, Tom. Here, he does come on
I
a bit
kind of
strong.
wonder, like,
Yeah,
does
kinda
Tom
What?
Cruise handpick his leading women in these movies?
Apparently not.
I don't
Because I mean, they're all
know.
relatively similar.
I don't know if they were then, but I'd say definitely if he had to ask me in the modern age, he definitely is, because he basically directs his movies now. He just happens to attach a director now because he has so much say now in the movies that he makes now. He's basically the director nowadays without the title attached.
That's a good point. Was he the first choice for this, or was it a case of they went through a few guys? 'Cause
They-
you can read
he-
different things about it.
I did read a few different things, and there seemed to be some contradicting things. I remember I watched a documentary a while back how they said like when they went through around 7 different drafts of the script that they asked that people who they had in mind. I know one of them was Charlie Sheen, was someone who they consider, but then they're like, no, what? Tom Cruise, that's gonna be the guy, and then. It's one of those things. It just makes sense. Like I can't see anyone else being Maverick. Like
it's lucky for Charlie Sheen because he ended up in the better movie, Hot Shots.
Oh yeah, he got the parody.
Well, I was just reading. They said Matthew Modine turned down the role of Pete Mitchell.
Thank
Maverick,
God.
Don't even know who that is.
Because he felt the film's pro-military stance went against his politics.
Yeah, thank God he didn't do it. Yeah, he's a bad person.
Matthew Modine.
No, you can say twat. You can say twat on here. Come on,
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah,
he's a complete twat, complete asshole.
Dude, look at them. They all look like they're getting pleasured. Look at the faces there.
Yeah, they're getting pleasured by song.
Dude, look at that.
And large penises rubbing against each other.
Just broing out with your bros.
They also almost picked Julianne Phillips for Charlie.
I don't know who that is.
That's she was a model and very, very cute. Yep.
I think she would have been a better choice.
First wife of Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Small time. That's for sure. That is definitely a Tom Cruise decision. That is for sure. Is there gonna be volleyball? Man, dude, I don't know. I wish. We might have to like get together in person just to do all shirts off volleyball.
On board. Jeans.
I'm so
you know how rough
gotta do it in jeans.
That would be. We'd be playing for like 19 hours.
No way, bro. Handy, Randy, and I, we'd kill it.
Handy Randy would not be good at volleyball, right? I mean,
yeah, he would.
No hands, right?
Just hold it like this.
He has both hands. It's just one of them.
It's small.
You know? Yeah. A little.
Well, I love the footage and Tom Cruise is like they have him spiking the volleyball. It's like a couple of scenes. It's like, could he get over the net?
Wait, go up.
We were talking about that. My wife and I, we watched it the other night. She said, "How come he's spiking that thing? He's the shortest guy out there." And it's just
he's not Spud Webb.
He got hops,
he's got game, man. He's got game.
Oh, yeah. I love the black guy that comes up and he's like, "Baby, baby, I get down on." You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, this whole scene, I would have listened to that whole song because they keep going on with it because everyone in that bar knew that song. You know what happened when I sang it at bars? No one in those bars knew that fucking song. Did not have the same effect. I think that, like not enough bros. There was way too many women in there. But I think that is I should have done it at a gay bar. I would have got a better response.
Well, certainly somebody would have gone home with Tom Cruise that night if it had been. Yeah. She's intrigued. You can tell.
Bars are fun, though. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh yeah, dude. Every non-payday weekend, when I was at Hood, we'd go to we would go to 6th Street, but we would go over to where I guess 5th Street. I don't know, wherever all the gay bars are to get free drinks, and then go back to 6th Street at the end of the night to go find chicks. That's how you do it non-payday weekends.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh man. And of course,
you stayed there.
What's that?
You stayed.
I'd go back eventually. They close.
Like, who needs a ride home?
You know that Tom Cruise blinks 469 times in this movie? There's a piece of trivia for you.
What? Oh my god!
Apparently, somebody counted that. He blinks 469 times.
What the fuck? Okay. Well,
now, whether that's more or less than any normal Tom Cruise movie, they didn't say.
Whoa. Channel server here. Tom wrote to the advisor for this film at Thursday and told him he rejected his whole perspective and lifestyle. Holy shit. I'm trying to think, like, that sounds like something wild and crazy Cruise would say, but at the same time, would he though? But then why would he be reprising his role for Maverick? But then maybe it's the director. I mean, I don't know if Tony Scott's involved for the sequel. Tony
Scott's dead.
Oh, see,
he's dead. So
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Ridley Scott's his brother, as director.
Well, I do know Ridley's obviously alive because he's made terrible alien movies in the last few years. So.
Well,
and Man on
make
Fire
a sequel right away because it was so big, but they went back. Then the Navy wouldn't do what they did again. They wouldn't give him any more footage. They wouldn't allow them to fly anymore. They wouldn't do what they did. and then they went back with the footage they had, but they had used it all.
And that's unfortunate because they actually got to go down for before they did proper filming for this movie. The actors actually got to go down, get into like shape for the movie. They actually got to go to a Navy base. They even got to do this like 4-day survival course for it and everything. They got to do a whole proper routine so they can actually, make them be believable as pilots. And then, well,
I believe it. I mean, by the way, they did have one guy die, one stunt dude.
There was somebody.
Just post an article about that in the private chat if you want to read that later.
Oh, the screen rant? Yeah, no, we'll definitely check it out. I got that.
Check it out later. Yep, unfortunately.
I'm not so worried about I'm not so worried about the sequel. Here's the thing. Here's why it's getting pushed back constantly. One, Paramount needs money. They're hoping for this movie to bank very well. They're obviously very confident. If you saw Tom Cruise's last several Mission Impossibles, his 4, 5, and 6 are far better than 1, 2, and 3. It's not even close.
I'm not too worried about it because it's Tom Cruise. And Tom Cruise does his movies right. He has a lot of control over the movies that he does. And I mean, the Mission Impossible movies just keep getting better and better.
He knows what the public want.
Even if they have to have women in it.
No, here's the thing. Tom Cruise is crazy, but he is the guy who wants to make sure fans get what they want. So that he's about making sure that people are entertained with a flick. So that's like cool thing. Hey,
I want to talk about Kelly McGillis's character here. So Charlie. So what is she meant to be? Is it a psychologist or some kind of physics expert?
She's an instructor,
like an advisor.
An instructor at what though? She doesn't fly.
Like physics.
It's kind of a physics thing.
She's like all about like how, because when they were talking about how like the maneuvering and the physics of the airplane and how they've never seen that MiG do that whatever, that -4 or whatever it was. She's like, I've never seen that. And he's like, I've done that.
Yeah.
So she's like an engineer then, supposedly.
She whores it up too. She's like, I'd like to hear about that sometime. Whatever.
She's a specialist in the motion of horizontal bodies.
Yeah, well, but later on we find that out. That's true, yes. Mad, you're going to like this piece of trivia, though, because when they tested the movie, apparently there was no love scene in it. And the test audience said, oh, no, we want a love scene between them, so they actually had to put that in the movie.
That is why you should not...
Just for Mad.
That's why you should not have women in your screenings. They give bad advice, like, "Oh, I want more representation."
I wanted more planes shooting at each other, really. To be honest,
I just wanted more volleyball. That volleyball scene could have been. Because think about it, that volleyball scene has to end so that women get their love scene, so that he can ride over there to put up with Miss Grumpy Pants.
I still don't understand what
watch during the scene. Right, he's always checking his watch
during the love scene.
No, but in the volleyball game. Yeah, or I guess if you want to call it a love scene too. Yeah.
That was during the love scene.
Didn't lead to the sex scene though. He just went to her house, hung out, and then took a shower and then left.
Yeah. Well, did he go home to take a shower, or did he take a shower?
No, he took one at her house. Yeah.
And then went home, which is a bit weird.
Did he even take a shower though?
He took a shower at her place.
Yeah. Says, I'm going to take a shower.
Yeah,
but then the next line is just like, but I'm really hungry, and then they're sitting down to eat. So
I'm hungry.
We could debate that whether or not we should start a hashtag.
Absolutely.
Was there shower? Did he shower at her house or not?
Yes, he did. He's not going to listen to her.
He went home. I thought he went home.
No. Once she trapped him there, he was stuck.
All right, I'm rewinding the movie. I'm going to check.
But, I mean, he should have taken a shower before he went to see her. The guy was stinking. It's terrible. Yeah. All sweaty clothing and covered in Val Kilmer's musk. I mean, come on.
Imagine what it smells like.
Dude, right? It's got to smell amazing. Like
ice.
Blonde spikes of ice. Blonde spikes of ice. Like, imagine having that dew back in the day.
It's better than Old Spice.
Oh.
Wait, Shellback, are you saying that he gave her like that dirty dick? Like that volleyball sand crested.
No, Shellback says he didn't take a shower. He did take a shower. We're just arguing about where he took the shower.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he took a shower.
I'm watching it now. No, he says,
where do you shower at?
She says, if you don't mind, I'll just take a quick shower. You're finishing up here. I do mind. I'm hungry. And then the next second, he's like, why don't you just tell him what you got? Except you did forget the wine. Yes, I'm rewinding it with the subtitles on. Yeah. So then they have that whole scene, right? 'Cause we can't
Wait, he
show
didn't
this 'cause
forget the wine.
he wanted more wine, yeah, and then he just leaves. He's like,
Guys drink a lot for pilots.
"No, thank
Yeah,
you. I
no,
enjoyed
they
being
drank the
here."
wine at volleyball.
And then he leaves. And then the next scene,
Oh, I love
what?
those
I don't think he
scenes.
ever. I don't think he showered at all.
He said he was going to
So
take
maybe
one, but
it was an
maybe he
off-screen
didn't.
shower. It was an off-screen shower.
Well, yeah, it had to be because we didn't see it on screen.
No, we should. They should have given us a Tom Cruise
Something.
shower.
Yeah, we didn't get.
Right?
There's no. There's. I don't think there's a shower. I don't
He
think
was
there's
going to take a shower in Val Kilmer's sweat.
Val Kilmer's. Him and D-Bud here. Val Kilmer's must smells like huckleberry. I see. What
Agreed.
there.
True.
Yeah, and she's like, the
D-Bud.
MiG. You're the only pilot who's been up against a MiG-28, which is true because the MiG-28 doesn't exist. So,
Dude, look at the neck right there. Look at that. That's a
So
mad
here's
crease.
the other bit of trivia about this. This guy here, the average time between coffee spills on him is 27 minutes and 23 seconds.
Wow.
And he wanted butts that entire time.
yep. I want some butts.
You realise that Val Kilmer's sweat was in that mug. That's why.
He's got it all over his shirt too. He's like, "Oh, I got Val Kilmer's sweat all over me." Oh, dude, here we go. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. It
There
took them a while
we
to get to this
go.
part.
It took a while to get to this point, but everything, all roads lead to.
No one's flicking anybody with that
It's-
towel, though. That's
Is this the part where he's like, man, we went this way, he went that way. I said, where'd he go? I forgot his Rio's name, but he's like, where'd who go? Nobody.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
that is-
yeah.
This part.
yeah.
Let's get more toxic. Oh, dude, look at him laying in position. He's just ready.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
he's
ready.
exhausted, Nick.
Yeah.
He's been flying jets all day with his bros. He's exhausted.
Was he flying or sitting in the back?
Doesn't matter.
Ice looks like he's like, "Hey, you want me to have a turn? I'll take a turn if you pass it up."
Yeah, he'll be his wingman. I agree.
So, okay,
So like with
I'll
those
wait.
F-14s, what were like their average run time? Like how long could they fly? Like what, an hour top?
Not long enough.
Well, it depends on if you're using the afterburners or what kind of fuel
Yeah.
consumption you're doing, how
Yeah.
fast you're going. So, and of course, they would just refuel them in air if they needed to.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's a short range, fighter aircraft based off of.
Yeah, they got a range of about a couple of
aircraft
hundred miles. They wouldn't really want to go further than that, I don't think.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just for protecting the aircraft carriers. And I think they did have some air to ground missiles they could fire off of those too. But that's just such an iconic looking aircraft too. Everyone was mad when it got retired. Just looked so cool. I mean,
It's
just
a hell of a piece of gear, actually, when you
gorgeous.
look
Yeah,
at
with
it.
the
Yeah.
They were talking
wings
like
getting
The
swept back.
angular.
Like it was like a $30 million plane, and now like the planes that they're flying now, they're like what, $2, $3, $4 billion?
Mhm.
Well, they're not
Who
that
knows?
much, but some of
Nah.
the B-2, the stealth bomber, yeah, that could be
Mhm.
like I think they're almost $1 billion each because they make so few. That's the thing too. Like the
They're
F-22,
very cool.
they're
to
making
stand next
100
to.
of them, which is ridiculous. It's like things cost so much money. You make another 100, or you do a bigger run, and then the price goes down. So that's a problem too. They make so few of them. So I think like the B-2 bomber, they made like 30 of them, I think, or 20,
Mhm.
whatever the number was. So it's they always talk about like that $600 toilet seat, but I'm in manufacturing, so it's like, well, if you're going to make a toilet seat that's custom made and you're going to make 10 of them,
Mhm.
out of metal form, they are going to probably cost more than $600.
Yeah,
or
the
whatever.
toilet seat in the F-14 cost a fortune.
All
Yeah,
right.
bro,
that-
you just pee on yourself, man. Come on.
Hold
yes.
on.
I don't know about in fighter. Oh, sorry.
It's before I'll be quick. Deleted seats for $2.99 says Hail Nick Weiser, Mad 70s, Mark D, Brutal Wrenches and chat. What's up, deleted scenes? Thanks for dropping in. Nice to see you here. Go ahead, Mad.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't know about in fighter jets, but I know in our vehicles, like, if you got to piss, just piss in a Gatorade bottle. That's why we always had empties.
Make sure it's
Wow.
empty first, though.
Yeah.
Ironsides
Yeah,
looks
well,
like
no.
he needs a pee. Look at him. I'm worried.
I even as a cop, like I've peed while driving. Oh man, they had some kind of charity run that we had to escort or whatever. I was in the back, so I had to be there with all the slowest people possible, and I had to piss so bad, so I had to like steer while peeing in this what was it was Dickie's, I think, barbecue place. Anyway, so I'm like kind of leaned up like this, having to piss in this cup, because I mean I have my belt on and everything, so I'm like having to undo it, but I did it. That's military training right there. Being able to piss on the roll, run, roll.
Piss wherever
Same thing
you
with
want.
bands, bands touring in vans, like they'll trade 20-ounce bottles. They'll just toss their 20-ounce bottles full of piss in the other
20-ounce bottle.
Yeah,
dude,
right.
You got to go with Gatorade, bro. It has a bigger the bigger opening. Like I do not trust my aim enough to. I barely hit the toilet, and I'll be honest, I don't hit it that often.
It was
But
far too narrow an opening in those.
Wow.
I just heard the stories. And my friend was in, I've had friends in bands are like, yeah, we'll piss in 20-ounce bottles and just toss them in the window of the other guy's vans. Like, that's hilarious, but gross.
It's hilarious, but gross. Oh my God. That's
Well,
so
wasn't there a
pissy.
band that got done for emptying their toilets on a bridge?
Guys, we're gonna have a rising in the chat.
Here we go.
This is one of the greatest.
Ooh, almost slid off my seat.
You're just too good.
Dude, I feel like I feel his sweat on me. I feel his sweat.
Take my breasts away.
Like, how are they not covered with sand?
Because they
It's
don't
the lotion.
dive.
It's the lotion.
Yeah, it's that maybe like because maybe the baby oil is just like we are sand resistant. I don't know.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
They had
Gotta
special
look at that.
sand clearers back then. Yeah, they had people that were hosing
Ionic
them down, probably greasing them
repulsion.
down. Yep.
I hope there's like a lot of photos just for. Here we go. Here's one we can just keep for a while. 32 needs a towel. Yeah, I do. I do need one. Someone here's rubbing myself with oil. Anonymous. Look at that.
Fingering.
I mean, I'm over here putting meat in my mouth.
Just not thinking about sunburn here. Not looking after themselves. They could get burned.
Man, you need
some of
to.
them got very toasty. I know. I think it was a lot of the actors who did apply baby oil to his scalp apparently got super toasty after doing this.
Hell yeah, they did.
They got
Nothing like a
big.
toasty bro.
Dude, look at all these dudes here.
They're all
Look at this.
topless.
Dude.
Yeah, they're all
amazing.
waiting on their turn to to play the volley bro.
The volley bro. Volley bro. Volley bro.
Oh man, I'm about to slide off my chair here if you don't get through these picks.
Dude, I'm trying to make a nice gentle slide. Oh, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Poor
Why is he wearing
He's
his shirt?
modest. He's a married man. He's modest.
Yeah.
There, that's a real man shot right there.
Playing in.
There's a little trampoline under him there. He's got a little trampoline.
Yeah, a little. Oh my god!
Does anyone here watch ER? Remember ER?
Of course,
I
Dr.
do,
Green.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
Dr.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards.
Goose.
That's why he wore a shirt. He didn't want to get skin cancer, man.
No.
God,
He
that's
was on
right.
TV.
you know what annoys me about like rewatching this, especially recently, how much Captain Marvel ripped off Top Gun. Holy shit! Did they? Because
Only the bad bits.
well, they had her Carol Danvers' cat name was Goose, was obviously like her. So and then like know how like on Maverick ship it has his name on the side on the ship at the end of the movie. They did the same thing for the end of the Captain Marvel movie where it said Carol Avenger Danvers, and I'm like, oh my god!
Well, they
really
always do that on planes, though.
But if you
But
look
we
at
still
the
want to
font
hate Captain
lettering,
Marvel.
Yeah, but
we still wanna hate Captain
Hammer Toe
Marvel.
Larson was on the side.
I agree. The only reason a woman's name should be on a plane is if the plane itself is named that.
That's it.
Hammer
Matt
Toe, that
probably
would be
liked
her
those
plane.
toxic World War II paintings on the nose of the
Yeah.
the bombers and everything. Probably love those, right? Yeah.
I think they probably back then they didn't think of this, but like imagine how awesome it would be if it was a bro painted on there instead of some dumb woman.
Like that guy. Like, why don't they paint that on the nose? of
Oh,
the plane,
exactly.
right?
I'd love to Whoa.
Well, painting a woman on it just weakens the fuselage, doesn't it?
What's up, Martigan?
Martigan would draw something cool for us, right? Would he draw
Yeah, right.
Bros though?
Yeah,
Would
of
he
course.
draw Bros? Of course he would.
Did you see his
give him enough
Batman?
money, if we give him enough money, he'll draw us a Batman.
Did the Batman have nipples?
Dude, the Batman had a cock. It was so much they like YouTube tried to take down his video because it was so bro.
Exactly, Shellback. Well said.
Well, hey, Dragon Master. I mean, that may be a little tough now since Mercado has exploded in the last few weeks between obviously the Rittenhouse case and now being on Timcast. But hey, worth a try. Worst comes worst, the guy says no. But yeah, I'd love to ask him.
Just tell him there's no women in any of these scenes, and he'll be here.
Yeah, this guy looks very happy that there's no women in this scene. Look
Oh,
at
hell
him.
yeah.
He's just like, yeah, get them out of here. What are they doing here?
This is like the greatest moment in these bros' lives.
Look at the
like,
Speedo right here.
That's right.
I think those are just normal shorts that he is hiked up to be like, because he wants a even tan on his legs, on his thighs. That's what bros do. Come on, man. You don't want those tan lines. So if you see like, some dudes naked playing volleyball, don't think of it as being gay. Just think of it as like, they don't want to have tan lines. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Good
Bro
explanation.
stuff,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit! All right, hold on. Oh, dude, look at this shot right here. Come on, don't you freaking start going out on me. We want to see that shot. Oh, they're gonna tease me with this one.
Well, Nick, now that you want me to share the photos, is it directly on my?
Oh, hold on.
It's up to you. Well, we got
let
that
me
one,
share
yeah.
so that we can get ready to transition. But dude,
Yeah, you let me know. You let me know.
Look at this. Go ahead. Do you guys set up this one?
Yeah. Let me. What number is that?
Yeah. This one specifically.
Yeah, that one
0647. 0647. Let me know when you have it at this shot specifically. We want to see. If you get like zoom in a little harder too. We want to go all the way in on the bod.
By the way, this is something women will never understand about bros, right? Like this isn't just about broing out with your bros. It's also about the competitiveness. Look how intense he is about this volleyball game. He has braces on it, like he has a brace on his wrist and tape.
Oh yeah.
Because this is a game. This is a serious game. You play hard, you win hard, you fuck hard.
He's not sucking his gut in there at all.
There's actually a serious point about that, Matt. You're right, because what this bonding is all part of the military experience and the working together as a team. But and being competitive too, though. But it's all part of it.
Yeah, it's all about broing hard.
Yeah.
Punk Waddle's speaking the truth right here. Like Matt is. It's about broing hard. Chelsea's just sucking it in. Yeah, no, he did suck it in.
Doesn't need to. Look at those. Yeah, look a ripped stomach in that happy trail.
This is Matt's computer wallpaper. I can send you a copy of this, Matt. Yeah.
Computer wallpaper. He's got a poster of this on the ceiling above him in bed.
He's like Dorothy trying to follow the Old Brick Road, dude.
Can you imagine though if Charlie Sheen really was Maverick? I'm trying to imagine what would Charlie Sheen be like in this scene playing volleyball. Like what would Charlie Sheen be like?
He would be so emo. Actually, I take that back. He was awesome in Navy SEALs. It was another movie we have to do on this show. It was him, Michael Bean.
Good movies.
Oh man, was it Jesse Ventura in that one? Played God? No, the sniper.
Not that I recall. Then again, I've it's been a while.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
Maybe we might have to just for that. We'll have to start getting those 2022 plans set in because obviously. But
Charlie Sheen would only have been good in the Maverick role. I don't think he would have been. It wouldn't have fitted with him and Tom Cruise. I don't think.
Oh, there's Tom checking his watch to see how soon he's got to get over to Kelly McGillis's Charlie's house. Yep.
He abandons the bros. He abandons them.
He abandoned the bros.
Yeah.
He abandoned the bros. Oh shit, son.
Yeah, that's good. See, Hot Shots is the better movie. So.
Look, you didn't get there.
Movie.
I like how you got culture on the side of you, Mad.
Wait, don't share my screen yet.
All right. I look at culture on the side. It's almost like you need culture. Like, hey, culture is with us here on this panel in spirit. It's like culture's taking your breath away.
The fact that we've done so much homoerotic discussion about this movie
Name one.
proves that it is the most homoerotic movie we've covered.
I mean, I don't know how you could say such a thing with a straight face.
Look at the shot here. Look at that shot.
Dude, look at that.
He's ready. He's ready. Yeah, he's wide open and ready.
There,
open for the serve.
Put it in me now.
He's ready to receive, you said?
Oh, yeah, for the
He
serve.
looks like a wide receiver in the NFL.
Guys,
He's got that wide receiver face.
That's how
He's shaving.
volley bro is played, man.
Hey, you got a tight end there.
Y'all
What is
making
that
this dirty.
car in the
It's not a
background there? It's
dirty
nice
thing.
car. Nice
Nice
car
car,
in the
yeah.
background.
Yeah, it's a bro car.
Why are there cars
it
in the
is.
lot that are covered up? It's like
I saw
drove
that.
there and they covered them. It's like,
That's right. We usually just put a sort of unfoldable silver panel inside the windscreen to keep the sun off.
Small time's got a point here. This movie has so much toxic masculinity that the chick's name is Charlie.
Charlie, that's right.
Real.
That's true.
Yeah, that's her only
Good one.
redeeming quality is her name is Charlie. The most likable thing about her.
There's a point. Who's got the best nickname? Who's got the best nickname? Maverick's not very good. That's pretty
All right, you
boring.
can add that one if you want to share that real quick.
Hollywood is the best, I think. I'll go for Hollywood.
oh, that's Mad loves that shot. He told me. Yep. Look at
Oh,
all that sand there.
There's the sand.
look at that. Look at that. Look at he's a good slide technique right there too. He's like, he's got
Oh,
the
yeah.
hand there right for the hanky panky.
This
He's ready.
no,
he's ready to
what?
give us.
He's got one sock on
He's
and
got
one off.
one hand ready to give a spank, and then he's doing the slide at the same time. He's multitasking.
Man, y'all are making this.
Something it's not, right?
It's not
We've
dirty.
lingered a little long over this, I think.
Not long enough. Like we could do another hour. Yeah, exactly.
This is when they should have played You Take My Breath Away.
Tom Cruise going up for the spike.
You got it at the
Bro,
wrong point in the
Cruise with
movie.
spike.
I don't. I dare you. I want anyone out there, chat, anyone to find a better combination of a scene and a song than this volley bro scene with Playing with the Boys. Those two things is the pinnacle of music in movies.
Dude, look
You
at
will
this.
not
Look at this
find
bro hug right here.
Look at
That is that is like the peak of manship right there. That's
Yeah.
man-shipping.
Perfect hair.
We call it man-shipping. You have the
That's right,
perfect
not a hair
hair.
out of place.
Before their shipping, there was this.
Look, I will tell you this. Anybody that's ever watched Street Smarts, I unironically use Playing with the Boys for our intro. Why? Because we're bros.
Claw Princess. Hey there, lady.
Yes, of course.
Oh, Tom Cruise is putting his shirt
says,
back on. Oh,
Those
wow.
men took each other's breast away.
Yeah.
She's right.
Like all bros do.
I think,
like
I think the tequila scene in Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure is a better use of music.
look at how sad Goose is because he knows
Yeah.
he's losing his bro.
Yeah, look
to
at
some-
Oh, look
look
at
at
that
his face
tragic face. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
you
you're
need me,
going.
man. One more game, man.
One more,
I'm
man.
not spent yet.
I like when Stinger says, son, your ego's right and checks your body can't cash. I'm like, dude, where'd they come up with a crazy line like
Goose-
That's
that?
right.
Goose told him. Goose tried to warn him. He tried to warn his bro. Said, you live your life between your legs, Mav.
Yeah,
Mav didn't listen and it got Goose killed because of that woman.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that tracks.
you're right. That
Share
just
share
tracks.
my share what I'm sharing. The screen.
All right,
think-
I'll share what you're sharing. All right, hold on, me get rid
It's
of
important.
Randy. All right, it's very important. Okay.
If you notice, that's me and Nick.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Take me to bed or lose me forever.
That's right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
The highlight
he's
of the
right here
evening.
though. So many movies don't understand male friendships. This movie nailed it.
Yeah, it
Right,
does.
Randy?
It's that line between are they gonna fuck and they're just hanging out. Like there's a line right there that
Mhm. Dude,
they balance it well.
no, they really did. This once again, this is why Goose and Maverick were great friends because Maverick was just the ultra alpha toxic male, and Goose is he's just the regular charming, like funny guy.
Yeah.
yes, he was a family man, but they balanced each other out. They were yin and yang. And
He was still
when it came
competitive.
down to it, Goose still wanted him to be a bro at the end of the day. Even though he's married, he said, I still want to fly with you. Because despite my family, I want to be up there with you in the air.
I'll tell you this: like, I haven't seen a blood test on that kid. I'm just saying. I know how dependents are in the military. I'm just saying he probably was away on a training trip with his bros, came back and had a baby, and Meg Ryan's like, "It's your baby."
Kind of like an officer and a gentleman.
But I've been away for 3 years.
On any military base ever.
Yeah, see, Goose and Maverick were married in the air. He wouldn't have had any other way. He would want to go all the way with him in the air.
They went all the way.
They did go all the way. But
yeah.
She's jealous. She's got the look of jealousy in the face, right? She's like, how dare you go all the way with him in the air? He's like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
So jealous of their love.
Goose was a competitive guy too, though. He might have been more of a normal family man. He was still pretty competitive. He wanted to win. He wanted that trophy too, Goose.
Punkwall. Are you saying they're in the Mile High Club?
I don't know how. I don't know what else should they get to. I can't answer that question.
So he doesn't look like he showered here.
Dude.
That's a cheap bottle of wine.
Beaches with Bette Midler.
Beaches. Sons of Beaches.
I not only have I not seen that movie, I've never heard of it.
Well, we should do like fried green tomatoes.
Dude.
That's got some good scenes in it. No, I love the parking lot scene. Not for Toxic Tuesday, but that parking lot scene is great. Where
Mark, are you fucking with us right now?
No, when she trashes.
Not being unironic.
She trashes the girl's car. She just smashes it.
No,
she takes her parking spot. And she's
Mark,
like,
I know what we could do.
You're
Thelma
doing it
and
wrong.
Louise. We could do Thelma and Louise.
Guys, I'm the like the no. You
Come on,
guys.
Thelma and Louise is a great 80s toxic movie.
Well,
The only good part about that is Brad Pitt.
Come on. What's his name's in it? This Michael Madsen. He's quite good.
Was he shirtless?
my wife.
Harvey Keitel.
Can you rewind that scene, please?
And let's face it, over the cliff at the end and die, Mad. So come on.
Wingman or Wangman?
Well, I ask you, Godzilla what's the difference?
Ooh,
Exactly.
Yeah. Take him under his wing, by his wang. How do you not go all the way in the air? Touch wingtips at mad speed, not Mach speed, but mad
speed. Hell yeah,
mad speed. Yeah,
yeah.
She's got a very square face, I find. It's a bit of a quarterback look about her.
Yeah, well, she definitely became a quarterback later on in life.
Yeah, leave her hanging. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what he
Yeah,
did.
because he ends it.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. He's like, I haven't taken a shower.
I'm sure he showers at home, but that's just my... He gets on the bike and goes home.
He leaves,
Ate her food, drank her wine, and bounced. That's
got her all worked up and then bounced.
Yep. Oh yeah. You know, she was soaked.
She's soaked.
This scene was filmed.
Then left drying off.
This was one of the scenes that was filmed later after the test audience said we need some love scenes. Because their hair's different, and she has to wear a hat because her hair's a different color because they're already filming other movies.
Oh yeah.
So this was put in. He was already on to Days of Thunder at this time, so it's.
Okay, so I was like, man,
he was already on the Days of Thunder.
That was after this. I think he was already filming it.
Days of Thunder was like way after this.
Yeah, but it takes a couple of years to film these.
Yeah.
I thought it was only I thought it was his next movie after this.
Okay, Top Gun, Color Money, Cocktail, Rain Man, Born on the 4th of July, Days of Thunder.
Whatever he was doing after it.
Yeah, maybe like Color Money or Cocktail.
Godzilla, he showed up, ate, pissed on.
Well, it could have been The Color of Money, actually.
You know what? I blame all of this on Meg Ryan's character. I don't even know her name. I've seen this movie 1,000 times. I could not tell you her fucking name or that dumb kid. Anyway,
poor kid.
Doesn't look anything like him. Has the hair of Iceman. That's all I'm saying.
Iceman,
Look how he goes. The kid does go straight to Tom Cruise, doesn't he?
Oh
he knows that's his dad.
Because the kid's short.
It's short.
He relates to him on that level, that height level.
You're one of us.
To Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar. Soon on the Toxic Tuesday.
Could do the Crying Game. That would be a good 80s movie.
Ooh.
Just because it has some of the greatest action stars, Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes, doesn't mean it's good enough for this show.
Check out those graphics back in '86,
dude. Mind blowing. Look at those.
This is how you're supposed to fly your aircraft along those lines.
Yeah. Okay, girl, tell me how to fly my jet.
She's going for the fake geek look here.
Reach down between your legs and grab the stick.
Oh, this is when she got mad over Tom's tactics, right? Yep.
Yeah,
but she had to make him look bad in front of the
She had to fail him in front of the guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, you two are dating.
Yeah.
It's like,
she had a nice Porsche in this car in this movie, though. I guess a classic gun.
But
nice cars in this.
But the thing, she should have still passed him. She should have still passed him.
Everything about her is so man. Her name, her car, her job.
The way she dresses.
Yeah, name one feminine thing about her. God, she's the perfect woman in a movie, right? Really starting to win me over here.
Like the Crying Game, all you need is for her to take her pants off and find she's actually got a wine.
Oh,
she drives a Porsche.
Mark, you just named one of the greatest movies of all time.
You got that look like, you got a wig?
Oh, it's a woman. Mark, Sleepaway Camp is such a great movie. The ending. Oh, guys, if you haven't seen Sleepaway Camp, do yourself the favor.
The original.
Oh yeah, of course.
This is Doubtfire.
There was a remake. There was a remake.
I think there was like Sleepaway Camp 2, and then I think there may have been like a remake later on.
Oh man,
I could be wrong on that one, but there's so many remakes on horror films.
3 Men and a Baby. That's the only way to raise a kid. 3 men and a baby.
3 men and a baby.
Best
why
baby
did he drive
ever.
to her house, right? I mean, why did he drive to? They're pissed. He's like, why did he drive to his house? He went to
Well, they're not gonna fuck in the house. They're not gonna fuck in the barracks,
right?
He had a house, though. Remember?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, remember, he can do whatever he wants. He can go to her place, even when he's mad at her. He can go to her place. That's how much of an alpha he was. It's like, I'm pissed at you, but I'm going to your house anyway. I'm
poor man.
Maverick is you know what? I like this scene a lot more now that I'm just thinking. Like now, we've established that she's basically a dude. It makes this scene so much more palatable.
Well, you don't see her boobs.
Yeah,
I've got an unpopular opinion too. I don't like you take that song. You Take My Breath Away by Berlin. I don't like that.
Can you move him down to the bottom?
Wet, very wet song.
Just the tonguing, man. The tonguing down on this. Don't kiss my chin.
Remember this on the big screen?
Ugh.
Take my cum
away. You Take My Breasts Away would be Mads.
And look, he hit it and quit it.
Yeah, he did.
He left on a paper airplane.
Like
and he
a
left,
bro.
I guess he's good at origami or some shit. It's like,
Is that what they call it these days?
It was the only origami she was getting that night. That's for sure.
One of the most iconic scenes in cinematic history, right here.
Dude, right?
Now we're talking. Yeah.
Who wants to say it? Come on. Who's gotta?
We gotta get the deed.
For
speed.
Yeah.
By the way, this
line right there.
This high five is one of the greatest high fives ever. By the way, did you know
about the backhand him right there?
It's a pity Tom Cruise has to jump about a foot in the air to do it.
Real quick, did you know that the high five was invented by a gay black man that played for the LA Dodgers?
Really?
Did not know that. No.
True story. Yeah. So one of his teammates hit like a grand slam or whatever, and he's there at the plate. He's so excited, and the guys coming. They don't know what to do, and they just like slap hands, and it became their thing. So that whole season, they're like slapping hands, and it became the high five. That's a true story.
Interesting. Yep. We learned something every Toxic Tuesday.
There you go.
See, even on Toxic Tuesday, we talk about men.
Wasn't Dusty
and you did
Baker.
education.
Wasn't Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker, I think, was on the team. Maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right. But no, he wasn't.
Matt says
Need for D.
Approved. I don't know what.
Oh my god!
I mean,
Okay.
you guys are just making it better.
We are. We're making
And
these
harder.
better for everyone. Dude, everyone wants a piece of the girth, so
Certainly one of those aircraft needs an oil change. The like smoke coming out the back of that.
bastard.
Those scenes were so gorgeous in the movie theater.
Oh, I
Oh,
know.
I mean, it's so
Never
awesome.
It
really
looks
seen
great
it.
now. Even
Never
now,
seen anything like that, really.
Yeah, but in the
terms
movie
of-
theater, it's just
In
What's
terms
the
of modern jet combat, you hadn't seen anything like that.
what's the instructor's name on this one that cheats?
Scarrett? Oh no,
Viper?
No.
Viper.
Viper?
Michael
No,
Ironside.
no, not Viper.
Joker? No. What's
Is it Joker? Yeah, it's Joker, right?
Joker.
Yeah, it is
He
Joker.
dips
Yeah,
below
yeah.
10,000 feet.
Yeah.
I thought that was Viper. I thought Viper did the Jester, not Joker.
No,
Jester.
Viper didn't. Yeah,
Jester.
Jester. That's it. Jester did it. Yeah, because Viper's like all like getting ready to yell at Tom. Tom's like had him in my sights,
Mhm.
and I had it, and I took it, and he's like, "Oh, you took it, and you broke a major rule
Well,
of
Maverick
engagement."
went.
Blah,
It's
blah, blah.
Maverick that went below 10,000 feet. I mean, that
Right?
was-
Because
Yeah.
Jester did. Because Jester saw that he was going to lose, and he's a
right.
cheater, and he doesn't. He's like, "Oh,
he is
these two
Canadian.
guys, they love each other too much. I'm going to cheat them." Or something like that. I don't know what was in his head.
His best.
Because we all know that in real combat, the enemy would always stay above 10,000 feet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you never go low. Yeah,
Yeah,
is bro code.
that's right.
when they go low, we go high.
Yeah, international bro code. You stay above 10,000 feet.
It's like a duel in the air. There
I-
are rules.
Have you ever heard of a single Taliban jet fighter ever going below 10,000? You haven't.
They're all below 10,000 if they exist. None of them have ever been above 10 feet.
This is
Well,
that
the
scene.
Iranians
ain't it?
the Iranians are still flying F-14. So when the Shah took over, that we pulled a lot of tried to disable a lot of the advanced.
Oh,
features,
yeah.
but,
Uh,
that's why I think there's
Well-
only 11 F-14s left. They shredded them all. So
I think
the Iranians are gonna depart.
leaving military gear behind seems to be a specialty of
Been doing it for
U.S. military. That's
years. It hasn't
only left-
backfired yet.
We
Yeah.
only left 85 billion behind, right?
That's right, yeah. All the Taliban have to do is figure out how to fly them.
The number 4 army in the world now.
Dirka, dirka,
Yeah.
dirka, dirka.
Oh, this is that.
Muhammad
this is
Jihad.
where that
Muhammad Jihad.
scene
Dirka,
happens.
dirka.
The tragedy scene. This.
Can we
this is
skip?
a-
We can skip this.
Dude, yeah.
It's
this
because
part's
they
too
didn't have enough
sad.
webbing on. They didn't have enough gear on. This would never have happened if they had just a few more backpacks on when they got into
Oh,
the plane.
we're not there yet.
No, we're not
Oh
there.
no!
no.
Well, this
is-
scene
we get-
makes more. Okay, well, we get this scene at least. So that
Yeah,
balances.
this is when.
This makes us feel good before we have to see tragedy. So we get some dudes. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, look at the towels and everything.
What's
Look
that
at-
dude
yeah,
doing
why
in
are
his
you tiny?
underwear?
Yeah.
Why?
Turkish
Dude, look
bathhouse.
at Val Kilmer's getting off to it.
Take
back.
those off, man. What are you doing, Slider? What a weirdo.
Kilmer, man, ice is just like.
I am Batman.
He looks more like he did in Top Secret. Yeah,
Oh, I love
Ooh.
Top Secret. Go.
great movie.
You got really good shots of these points in time, Mark. Like
I took
every
a
shot.
lot of effort to make sure to get all these for Maverick. I knew he would like these. See, I even got some tidy whitey there for him.
It's like Maverick's like, you said tidy whitey. He's like-
I'll give you some tidy whitey. Yep.
Have a bandit day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Hell yeah.
another point. This is something that my wife said to me. She says, "Why do they call them all bogies?" I said, "Well, strictly speaking, that's not right. A bogie is only when they don't know what they are. As soon as they've engaged them and they know they're hostile, they're no longer a bogie. They're a bandit. So they keep calling them bogies all the way through. It's a bogey this, a bogey that. Well, you've already engaged them. You've discovered that they're not friendly, and you're firing on them. So they're not bogies anymore. You know who they are. They're the bad guys. So that was a bit of a mistake they made, I think. I guess they just want to keep it simple. Bogies are
Sounds
unidentified
so, yeah.
contacts, as
Yeah,
well as
you know
the
what that-
score I get on the golf course all the time.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
There you go.
Ugh.
Kid, that doesn't look like him.
Nope. Singing to somebody else's kid.
No, you're right, man. Now I see it. I can't unsee it. Like,
Yeah.
I can't unsee it now. I'm like,
This is
damn it,
actually
man.
one of my favourite scenes in the movie, though. I like Goose on the piano here.
No.
Oh yeah, Goose is amazing.
Yeah, Goose alone, he's entertaining, but no.
He could
Apparently,
tickle.
Tony Scott didn't tell him he was going to do this, so he just kind of vamped it. He didn't.
Goose could tickle my ivories any day.
I noticed that Meg Ryan and while Goose's back is turned, is busy cozying up to Maverick.
But Goose needs Maverick. He doesn't need Meg Ryan.
Nope.
Look at they sing together better. Is he gonna get that with her? Is he gonna get that with her? Thank you. They are.
They're like Ebony
together.
and Ivory, Goose and
They're
Maverick.
in
Ebony and Ivory
together. Why take away chemistry?
But even better, they're both white.
Goose is Maverick's backseat.
They only play the white
man.
keys.
Right?
Goose is only playing the white keys on the piano.
It's like she hears me say that. She's like, "How dare you, Nick, say that? I want to be in harmony." No, that's his friend. God, does she understand brotherhood?
She doesn't.
Yeah, look at that face. She's telling me she doesn't understand brotherhood.
No. All she understands is God damn it. Fuck. Okay. Man, what's the pay called, dude, when you get married in the military? Oh,
I don't know.
The what?
Oh, the pay. Oh man.
Because
you get more money if you're married.
Let's just roll with marriage pay. Oh, look at
there's a term
future
for it,
widow's pay.
But that's all she knows.
Can they pay you to get married?
Yeah, you get more.
You get more.
Yeah,
you get more.
Rudy says dependent pay. Is it?
Yeah,
there's a term for it.
The only reason anybody in the military gets married.
Somebody will get it.
Someone will.
That extra $6 a week goes a long way.
He's running his battery down there too. You leave the battery on your bike like that. Back then the batteries weren't so good.
That's a very sloppy Mac on Mo. It's almost like he's like, I wish this. He kind of looks at that face like, I wish this was Goose. Why is it you? You were my last resort for this scene.
Gross.
I don't really want to see Tom Cruise's tongue, to be honest.
She's a poor substitute for his true love, but he had to run off with his wife.
It should have been Goose. We'll all hashtag should have been Goose.
Yeah, they should have I guarantee if Dum Dum wouldn't have showed up with her bastard, they would have went out to the bar, had some drinks, had a good time before his death. But nobody was
back to the showers, that kind of thing.
Maybe he'd still be alive. He might even still be alive.
Yeah, his last night was spent with a woman instead of his bro. Imagine that. Oh, the heartache.
It's very sad.
I mean, spend it with your loved ones, guys.
Good night, Punk Waddle. Punk Waddle setting out. Good night.
The Jack of all casuals gets it going. Should have been Goose.
What a lead.
It should be. I don't know. Again, I do not know her name or her bastard's name, but it should. You know what? It should have been Meg.
It must have been Goose, but it's over now. It must have been Goose, but it's over now.
Later.
I think you're right.
Take care. Radioactive Chat says, hi, chat. It's just pay with dependence. Yeah, good night, Punk Waddle. And then Maverick and Goose would have gone back to the Bronx and play Bogey and Bandit. They should have.
Bogey and Bacall.
Really should have. Seriously, missed opportunity in Fear to Write bros before hoes. And they really, truly were bros. They saw each other to the end of the line up in the sky. As Captain said, America said about Bucky, like they really were the cap to their Bucky in this movie. I felt it with them. I really felt that. Now it's like, look at she came between them, tore them apart at the last second. He had that night where he spent with her, where he could have been part of the bros and had a different mindset going into the next day.
Yeah, it affected his thinking here.
Yeah,
both of them.
Yeah.
You're not.
You're not supposed to fight like boxers, right? You're not supposed to have sex before you fight, like all through training, right? But what did Charlie do? Took his essence. and that lack of essence is what got Goose killed.
Randy, once you play volleyball shitless, you're a bro. Oh fuck, I love it. Okay, but also look at the visual shots on this. Even though this came out in 1986, no CG. All just
Yep.
like no, it looks amazing. This movie looks absolutely phenomenal, like on a visual scale. I love look at this movie. It's if I owned like a coffee book of the scenery of this movie, be reading that shit right now if I wasn't doing Toxic Tuesday. And Shellback, that's right, damn women.
Yeah.
That's right, Shellback.
By the way, small time. If that turns out to be true, I would love this. I would love that movie so much more.
Tox here says, well, the stream has reminded me once again why I slept alone on Scotty trips and locked my sleeping bag closed.
Yeah, you don't want those women trying to sneak in there.
Yeah.
I got you, bro. Keep them out, man. Got to keep your essence to yourself. You lose that, you lose a part of your masculinity.
Manhood God. I'd say I'd like man flu hood though. I would definitely like some man flu hood.
All right. I'm gonna cross the line with this one. Hold on. See, that's
what do you mean you're now going to cross the line?
That's the thing about bro love. Because you're not losing your essence like you do with a woman. You're losing it, but it's being replaced by another man's essence. It's a cycle, so you never lose it.
It's the circle of life, Simba.
Circle. Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah,
Recirculating.
It's not being stolen from you.
There's no matter. There's no matter being lost. Energy.
There's
Better
no
energy transference.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no beginning. There's no end. It's just,
infinite loop.
Oh no. Yeah, see, this all could have been avoided here. All this right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
This tragedy hurts. Even though
I bet a woman
Well,
made that canopy.
Ice should have gone the other way, right? Wasn't it Ice's fault? Pushing
Oh,
the stream the other way.
Oh my
Did
god!
the canopy just fail, or was it caught in the jet wash as well? I mean, why? I
No,
never
the jet
quite
wash was gone
understood.
by then.
Yeah, they're on the spin. I didn't quite understand why the canopy wouldn't detach
Got
properly.
stuck in there.
I didn't understand that. Well, I mean, yeah,
A
jet
human
is very
centipede of
dangerous,
bro
but yeah.
essence and
Well, it
Red
is,
Shoe
but-
says, this stream has reminded me why I refuse a shot at the gym class in junior high.
Some men can't handle the broness. I get it.
To this day, Red Shirt has never showered.
No, delete scenes, right? Look at they didn't have to remaster it. They didn't have to say, "Oh, hey, let's do some George Lucas digital altering to the movie." It's perfect as is. You don't need to fuck with it at all. Just saying. And
well, they didn't have think of the camera technology they have today too. Like if they'd had the smaller cameras, they could have fit in the planes, but they still did a fantastic
they
job.
still
but
don't even need to do that.
they don't, yeah,
They
but I'm
would've-
saying
they
you could
would've
even
filmed it
it would have
today.
been better.
They could have had like 7 cameras on each plane.
Well, not to break the show and get serious, but I think the problem with today in movies is that there's no need for innovation. That having those problems or whatever that breathes life into innovation. If you look at Jaws and what they had to do, or Point Break, or any of these other great, amazing movies and what they had to overcome, George Lucas, even with the prequels, he was having to come up with new shit all the time to complete his vision. But now, and I think that's what happened with the Star Wars sequel, the Disney ones, because Disney would give them anything they want. You could have had the best directors out there. Money was no problem. You could whatever you needed. And what did they do? They just gave out shit because there was nothing. There wasn't that creative drive behind those movies like what there were back then. Sure, all of this is coke filled with Tony Scott and Jerry Bruckheimer, but man, they're like, dude, we got to do this, we got to do that, and they had to overcome, their cokeness. There, I brought it back.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that. Yeah, the tech is so it makes it easy, and then they get sloppy. They don't have to innovate. Like even if you watch the second horrible movie or the third, I can't remember. They're all horrible, but the fight with the Red Guard and with Ray, and they're fighting, and it's like the guards of the Emperor or whatever, Snoke.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're not even like they've got open shots. They don't even take them. Like when you watch in slow motion, because
it's so
I was
bad.
watching like a YouTube video, like someone who does sword fights. They're like, look, he's got her like dead to rights, like multiple times, and he doesn't even like take the swing. It's like
you're talking about
so hardly, so badly.
Shade Shadversity.
I can't remember the name. But
British guy, glasses. He's great.
Yeah, I was watching like a YouTube video, like dissecting the fight, like how bad the fight was, and like in the movie theater, it looks all glossy, and you're like, and then when you really watch it, you're like, that was horrible. It's like there's no drama there.
So bad.
Like, it's just.
But
so
this brings up a good point there, Handy Randy. Way to come in there with this, right? Like, so one time, it was like so I was in the Army, right? And we just gotten it was just like close of business, COB, right? So final formation's done. I get changed, and these two girls come pick me up. We go out to the bar and shit, right? Got home late. I got back to the barracks late, drunk.
Did you sing the "Lost That Loving Feeling" to them?
No, they didn't deserve that. Anyway, anyway, so we had an inspection the next morning, but I didn't put all my stuff together. I was just too drunk or whatever. But I still passed the inspection. Still got in trouble. But I remember our platoon sergeant telling me this. He goes, you can. Oh, Aussie, not English. My bad. The platoon sergeant goes, every decision a man. Oh my goodness.
That chat was for Matt. Yep.
You know me too well. Not sure what that bump is right there. That's weird. But anyways, does he have a tail?
Finkel and Einhorn.
Boy, you want to talk about Giss. Now that I see that he has a tail. Anyway, so the platoon sergeant tells me
he's a reptile.
He goes, every decision you've ever made, you can trace it back to a woman, whether that woman's your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, your sister, whatever. Every decision a man makes, there's a woman behind it. Unfortunately, it wasn't true for me. Like I joined the Army because I got high and wanted a free T-shirt, but I can see his point that most decisions actually do come there. So look at the movies, right? Like everything that's happened is because a woman is there. And that's what we need to change in cinema. Get women out of Hollywood.
Make men again. No, Anthony Edwards was the life of this film such a heavy scene. That's the thing. Yes, it's predictable, but you see it coming. But the execution of it's so good because you really feel the bromance you feel him lose his bromance. You feel Maverick's hurt with it. It's like I just lost my bro. So
but was it predictable when it came out?
I don't think so. First time watching it, I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I was shocked when it happened in the movie theater.
For me, like, at 8 years old,
backseat.
Yeah, maybe if I had seen every movie at like 30 years old going into this, if I was in 86 and this came up, maybe I was seeing that scene coming, but I still felt the way that scene. Yeah, because I saw how much they connected, especially playing volleyball together. You saw how much they love being together with their shirts off.
Slight
away from them.
Slight spoilers for the new Ghostbusters, but I want the Top Gun 2, whatever it's called. I want the ending to have Goose as a ghost come into the cockpit with them and help him fly.
Where does this come from?
And as they're flying, they just go, "Baby, baby, I get down on my knees," together in harmony. Sorry, go on.
No, you're good. Yeah,
I think it would be a great ending. I better see that.
Ending.
Would it be a happy ending for you?
I don't know. Well, depending on how good the movie is, I may not make it that long. We'll see.
No, seriously, it's freaking funny. Dr. Spaceman. Hi, Dr. Spaceman. As a top television doctor, I can help with your hand problem. We can carry out a strepidectomy. Oh, my God.
Oh,
yeah, Channel Surf seems like he saw it originally in the theater. Saw it in the theater, and yes, you knew it had to happen to get Maverick to straight up and fly right. So, okay.
I disagree. Sacrifice the woman. Why isn't she in the fridge?
You can replace the woman. You can't replace the wingman.
Yeah, exactly. Sacrificing the woman would prove nothing. I mean, they wouldn't even notice she was gone.
What's it to prove? You keep the romance alive. You keep the fire burning.
Like in graduation, they were like, "Wait, wasn't there a woman instructor here?"
Where's that woman that drew the triangles on the screen? Where's she going?
Where's the secretary that worked the overhead projection?
The one that looked like a quarterback.
The one.
Jack Nicholson in the scene.
Oh,
you can't handle the truth,
dude. That scene is amazing.
Right.
It doesn't get the respect I think it deserves because that's been parodied to fucking death. But if you go back and you watch that, his whole delivery is unbelievable. Such
Now,
a great movie.
Here's some of that last scene. Some of the tightest trousers in the movie, right there in that last scene.
Oh man, I missed
Go
it.
back to the trousers.
Oh
Go
man,
back to the trousers.
I miss tight trousers.
Some of the
Tight
tightest
trouser
trousers.
Tuesday.
Oh,
There we go.
You can tell why they're the senior officers. They have the tightest trousers.
well, at least they covered up his tail this time. This may be my favorite episode, Nick.
I agree. Man, this has been one for the books. This is for sure. Look at Ty's like,
He's very mad. He's mad.
he looks like he's got trouble tucking that tail in there. That's what he's got that look.
Yeah.
You know what? No wonder he's always running because he can't sit down.
Yeah, look at the eyes. He lost his bro. He's got trouble with his tails. He's got tight pants on. Like everything's going wrong. Like look at those eyes. Now he goes flying.
That plane is just so gorgeous too. That F-14.
Right?
Yep.
Oh,
picture Batman flying that, right? Yeah.
You know what? You're probably right. That tail is probably from one of his past lives, and he has to hop on that E-meter, get rid of those thetans, get rid of that tail. Yeah.
Shellback said he hated the white uniforms. And you had to pay for them yourself too if you're in the Navy, right? You got one set, but then everything else you got to pay for.
What's like $300 for a uniform?
The dress? Yeah.
Welcome
My
to
friend
the
was in the
Navy.
Navy. He said
No
you had
pay.
you had always had to like buy an extra set to keep clean because you never know if you had you had like a good semi decent set that you'd wear like just going into port or whatever.
Dude.
But he's like, yeah. I'm like, you had to pay for that. He's like, yeah. What do you think? He's like, we had to everything like you got one set, everything else you had to pay for.
So when we were in the hospital down at BAMC, our first sergeant, he was on leave or whatever, and he came and talked to us, and he's like, "Hey, don't worry about any of your gear. It's all going to be field loss, right? It's all going to be written off." We're like, "Cool, right?" So they sent like my personal stuff to the house or whatever, but all the gear stuff like they sent to rear D to the rear detachment, right? Rear D, and they basically put it in a closet with like the lawnmower and like weed whacker thing. And the soldiers, I guess, got to our unit while we were deployed. They went through all of our stuff.
Tom's here.
Hey, Tom.
Whatever.
What's
Anyway,
up,
so they went up through all the stuff and took what they wanted or whatever, right? No big deal because it's all going to be field lost, right? So I forgot what the place forgot what it's called, but you go and turn in all your gear. So I show up with a sleeping bag. I give him the sleeping bag, and the dude looks at me, he goes, yeah, you're missing everything. Like, what are you talking about? I was being considerate bringing back the sleeping bag just because I had it. Oh, dude, I had to pay upwards of like $350 to get out of Fort Hood, so I could so I can medically retire because they wouldn't. They never field lost shit, and I could only get so much of it signed off. Oh yeah, dude, they tried to get me to pay for the Bradley. You kidding?
Jeez, God.
So 70s. Obviously you were where were you living again when this came out?
I was at an living near an Air Force base in the UK.
Okay.
I was in been in the Air Force for a number of years, so
okay.
Still in the UK.
Okay, I was gonna ask because of VHS, because at this time VHS was still kind of like arriving on the scene per se, and this is one of the movies that I think was credited with getting that whole spiel going with
it was huge.
Yeah,
and I think it was the price thing. I seem to remember reading that up till then most VHS tapes had been aimed at the rental market, so it'd be $100 a tape for a rental store, and then you rent it out. But this was for the home. This made the home but purchase VHS market big because they dropped the price to the normal, like a much more normal range.
And for everyone who's young in the audience, this is
I actually had a VHS player in 1980, so I was.
There we go, Tom. Tom with the insight. It was the first live action first run sell through, but not the first sell through. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. We all get what you're saying.
I had a Philips V2000 before I had a VHS, but nobody remembers those ones.
Remember the laser disc that was like this big? You had one in your science class that you never watched.
Yep.
Yeah, basically VHS actually quality on a disc.
Yeah, it was actually the laser disc. My buddy's friend had one. It was pretty good quality. It was a little bit better.
Some really collectible items on Laserdisc out there if you can get them. There's some quite collectible stuff.
That
God,
was-
Godzilla.
Oh, for everyone, while I got this picture up, this is for you youngins. This is actually a rotary phone payphone. So how's that's for a unicorn in the wild right now?
Wow.
Right?
So this is where you put the coins in, guys, which are coins. This is before you had Venmo. So
Before
5, 10,
1-800 collect even.
yeah, and then the coin release. It's
Yeah.
like, call the
And-
operator long distance, and you actually have to put your finger in here and rotate the dial.
Rotate it.
Should I remember?
One
I
over
remember
time.
when they raised it from 25 cents to 35 cents because I had to call my mom after a concert, and we were at a restaurant. I had to go call my mom because we didn't have cell phones at the time. Drop my quarter in, hit the number, and it was like, please deposit 10 cents. I'm like, bitch, I put a quarter in. What do you want 10 cents for?
Go back. I swear to Christ, I thought it was a man. Go back. One more. Right there. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude walking up to this?
It's the janitor
Right?
in the
It's like,
bar.
when did Iceman grow out his hair?
God. He just wanted to go embarrass himself with Goose, and now he'll never be able to do that. He'll never be able to do that again.
Ugh.
I know, right? She's ruining a romantic moment, left without his man, saying all we want to do is spend our time together, embarrassing ourselves, flying high, going up in the air together, taking our shirts off, and now here you are, just look at me.
Look at that look he gives her, the daggers that he throws her.
You're
I
not
gotta say,
Goose.
she's not as rewatching this. She's not as hot as I remember too.
She never
86,
was.
She's not hot.
Like
No.
she's not. She's not.
I
as,
remember her
Look.
being hot, but maybe I was just young and didn't know better.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
she's cute, but she's not.
She had
like
the hair.
over the top hot.
they did everything they could to make her hot. They put her in man's clothing. They named her Charlie. They gave her a man's job. But still, even with all of those benefits, she still wasn't
They
hot.
had her with Tom Cruise of all the
Yeah.
dudes, and
Yeah, even Viper's wife is hotter.
Even then, it still didn't work.
Well, Meg Ryan became a huge star after that. Right?
It's whoever Tom wants to fuck that season. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
that's
what?
all.
Oh,
Other time, not.
I was like, wait, who's Tom fucking in what season?
Yeah, for a second you messed up
Yeah.
the two
I was like-
Toms.
I was
Tom
like, no,
C.
I know Tom. I've been on streams with Tom. I don't think that's
Tom Connors once.
Different Tom C. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
Very
both
similar,
Tom
though.
C's. They're
Yeah.
both Tom C's. That's
Very
great.
alike.
Connors and Cruz.
Yeah, he's like, do you like gladiator films right here? He's asking him. No, it was a touching scene talking about his dad. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and obviously they probably are fighting over
Man, those
Laos or
So
Cambodia.
the reason that they couldn't tell the truth about his dad was because he was on a mission flying over somewhere he shouldn't have been. That's
I
what
guess.
I gathered from this.
Sense, but
Because they
either
claimed he
Laos
just
or-
crashed or something when actually, in fact, he was in combat and took down multiple
no.
enemies.
Oh my god, his dad was a badass. Obviously,
Yeah.
you can't talk about badasses.
Talked about something about being over a line, like he must have been flying over Cambodia or something or whatever. Somewhere he shouldn't have been in Vietnam.
Yep,
See,
that's what I inferred.
Something
look
like
at-
that.
you look at movies like this and you go to more recent stuff like Mission Impossible Fallout, and that was very recent. We're like, what, 2018, 2019? And you see Tom Cruise is still like at the top of his game, still being badass, still doing his own stunts, still like doing all these awesome movies. And it makes me all the more optimistic for Top Gun Maverick, even with all the delays. And that's why I still haven't given up on it. It's not like they just say, hey, we're going to do reshoot after reshoot after reshoot. It's just the whole Corona thing is the issue.
Well, see, I saw the trailer. I don't know what movie we went to see, but they showed a trailer for a movie for it. And I forget what movie we went to see, but I was just like, well, the trailer didn't really wow me.
Because it didn't show anything and it had too many women in it. Would it have one and a half?
Dustin, was this a trailer for the next Mission Impossible? Or
no, the
like that?
trailer for the Maverick.
Oh, the
It's like a
Maverick.
teaser
Sorry,
trailer.
yes.
It's like a teaser.
Sorry,
really. They just
Like I
showed
said earlier, I have
couple
complete
things.
faith in Tom Cruise. Like,
Yes, I do too.
Even on Mission Impossible set, he had robots that detected COVID. That they would just roam around. Like, that's insane. Think about what I just said, and this is real. He had robots
And
that
they'll
would
become
patrol.
self-aware soon.
Oh man,
Yeah, I mean, dude's nuts, but he's gonna make sure he delivers. That's sometimes you can't have it both ways.
Who's that good looking dude? I haven't seen him the whole movie.
It was a
it's
super
The guy,
good.
guy to
Sundown
right,
and
guy to right looks like he's got that like I'm Mr. Squingy and I'm here to pay
That was-
you a visit face.
that was the guy
who's
singing in the beginning of the movie, right? And You've Lost Love and Feeling. Was he the guy that came in and sang?
Oh, the black guy. Yeah, some of the white
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I think it's Adrian Pasdar is the actor.
Oh, zillionaire. Oh,
Well,
dude.
Cruise goes 110%. You can tell. I mean, he's nuts, but at least he
Yeah.
goes all out. He's ready for his movies. And what was the? I also liked. Of course, he was playing the guy that was like 6'4", but he was.
Jack
Reacher.
Reacher.
Yeah,
Jack
Jack
Reacher.
Reacher.
He
Yeah.
did a good job with the
I like the
character.
movie.
although-
He's like 6'5", 250. This dude's like fucking $125 and fucking 5'4".
That annoyed the shit out of my wife because she loves those books. She said, I can't watch those movies. I just don't
He
see
kind of ruined the
Life-
books for me. I got to like book like 12 and I couldn't list anymore.
Well, he's done with Jack Reacher now. I think they were talking about casting someone else, but I don't know what
I didn't care
happened,
for
but
the second one. Like the first one, I liked. I never even finished the second one.
The idea, the character is just so well written, Jack Reacher. Yeah, I mean, Cruise had the spirit of the guy, like the badass spirit, but it's just he's also got an
Yeah.
intimidating.
He's just not the guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. I'm looking forward to that Jack Carr series that's coming out on Amazon with Chris Pratt.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, hey, you want to watch a good one on Amazon Prime? Check out Jack Ryan with
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
what's
the
his
first
name from
season
The
was
Office?
good. The second season was
Yeah.
kind of like meh.
The second season, ooh, it had its moments that were good, but the first season really, really good.
I
I
got
like
to
spy
add to
espionage stuff.
All right,
Dolph
Handy
Lundgren would've been a
Randy.
good-
Top Gun 2 was shot before the whole unknown virus of unknown
Yeah.
origins happened, so we're gonna be okay there.
Trust me.
They won't have any of that retarded bullshit.
They're going to be in the
so
locker room.
We're gonna be there. Yeah, we will have dudes hopefully together, and this is the perfect time for them to do it, especially with all the rainbow flags. If you're gonna have dudes together, this is the time. You better like amplify the amount of dudes you have together. In the
I don't know.
locker room.
I don't know what you're talking. What?
All right. Christian DeLorme for $5 says, "Hey guys, a toxic joke for Toxic Tuesday. What do you call a skinny chick with a yeast infection? A quarter pounder with cheese."
Oh god! But thank you for the $5.
Yes, thank you, Christian. Christian's one of the consistent listeners on my comic shop talk on Friday night. Great guy. Thank
Would
you,
have been
Christian.
better if it was a man. Would have been a better joke.
There's gay, and then there's Navy gay. What's up, Metal Runner? How you doing?
I'm not calling him that. That's running.
They're going to CJ Massa to Top Gun 2, just a virtue signal.
Well, they had to take the flag of Taiwan off of Tom Cruise's jacket.
Well, see,
he's-
That-
the
that's
movie's
fine.
already
He's complaining.
shot. The movie's already. It's because the movie's had already been shot.
Yeah.
And it was originally supposed to come out first in July 2019, and then they moved it back to July 2020. And the reason why they had said is because Tom Cruise wanted to get more of his own stunts done, and he needed more time to get the work done himself because he was very, very adamant about not wanting a stunt double, which I love and respect about him. So, work gets done, all is good, all is set for a July 2020 release, and then the thing happened. And then they're like, oh, I guess we'll do it to just December 2020. And then it became 2021. Now here are May 2022. And I'll tell you what, I'm still going to see it opening weekend.
Yeah,
I'm sure
me
they're
too.
I don't care. I'm waiting for that movie. I think it's gonna be great. I'm very hopeful.
Are you gonna wear a shirt?
Dude,
No,
Well,
are
he
you
probably
kidding?
has to get through, and we can take it off when he gets to his seat.
When I get to my
Like-
seat, I'm taking off my shirt. I'm gonna stretch myself an extra buttered popcorn.
I-
That'll be my bond. That'll be like when they put on their baby oil. I'll do butter for me. It's gonna be all about the butter.
I tell you this: if I see one bro in there with a shirt on, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Should we all take our shirts off right now?
I'm just assuming that there's not gonna be women in there. No. I don't have my Top Gun body yet. I got to start working on
Hey,
that.
when I take my shirt off, any women in there would leave. So
Well, you and me are going together. That's the best of both worlds.
That's right.
Another shirtless man and no women can't beat it.
Watch Chuck out shirtless and pass the volleyball. Yes.
Oh, that'd be cool to play volleyball in the theater. Everyone, hitting the volleyball around or beach ball. During the movie. Yeah.
Oh, as long as they got
Rocky Horror Picture Show, right?
Extra
like bucket of sand and Toxic Tuesday dog tags.
Dude,
excuse me, sir, you can't bring that sand in here.
That's a good idea with the tags. Yeah.
Do we know if there's a volleyball scene in the new movie?
It better be. Watch them do actually this time it's going to be kickball. Fucking millennials. They're dumb.
You can't play dodgeball anymore. That's too violent.
Yeah, that's why I said kickball. I was going to say dodgeball.
Yeah, dodgeball's too violent. Yeah,
dude,
women
ruin
right.
that. Tom's right. This guy, he's got the sweat all over his face.
The air conditioning shit on this ship.
No, he's just dreaming. He's really like, oh.
It was the 80s. Did they even have air conditioning?
Yeah, we did.
I mean, I don't really remember when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't give a shit.
I don't think they had it.
Toxic Tuesday beat up at the movies, a gay old time, dude. Sounds like I was gonna say the gayest, but the grandest time.
So
I'll say it, the gayest.
Pick a movie, we'll meet up in Chicago.
Would love it.
I'd rather not get shot.
Well, that is, I can't carry my gun in Chicago or Illinois for that matter. But
no, thank you. Appreciate the offer.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's really hard.
Looting all the stores in Chicago. It's like in the middle of the day. Yeah.
Trust me, it's.
What's up, script doctor? Air conditioning was invented in the Old West and used in whorehouses.
He must have just got here.
Makes too much sense.
If that's the first thing he wants to comment on, he just got here.
Oh yeah, he definitely did.
But we welcome him nonetheless.
Yeah. So that's why Mr. Carrier invented the air conditioning for whorehouses. Good
wasn't there some assassinated president they used it on to keep them cool? Not Lincoln, somebody else. I can't remember his name.
Was it like Taft?
Taft. One of the other ones that got shot.
Well, he had the first X-ray too, I think. Taft.
That's all they need, Rudy. That's all they need is Popeye. He's Popeye the Sailor Man. He's got a can of spinach. His biceps grow masculinity style, and he just bashes the shit out. What's this guy's name? Bruno. I can't remember the guy's name that he punched the shit out of in Popeye, but all he needs is spinach and being what?
This is a great idea. Look, just buy all the seats. They can't say anything just because I invite all men.
Well, right now you can rent a whole movie theater for like $150.
Dude, on it.
Yeah.
Men only.
Even if it's just me, 70s, and a volleyball shirtless. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
that's what it'll be. I'll be there, buddy.
There's a lot of holes in the screen. What happened?
The Alamo Draft House.
Yeah.
Thank you, Channel Surf.
Too bad those are T5s. Now, if they had CGI, of course, it probably wouldn't have been as good, but they would have had a MiG in there at least, although the MiG-28 doesn't exist. But that was the one thing about this plane. The dogfights you're watching them fight T5s painted black. So, they did what they could, but.
No, wouldn't have the hot dogs. See, popcorn, man, is fine. Like, people eating hot dogs at a movie is weird.
Dude, I just want popcorn, extra butter, and as long as we got sand, and we can use that as our,
Why can't we get some fresh fucking chicharrones at the movie theater, dude? I mean, I don't even eat popcorn.
Oh, I love popcorn. Is that for the whole keto thing?
Yeah, it's too carby, man.
Too carby? Okay, well, I'll make up for you in carbs, so I'll take your place in that. We'll have to figure out something for you to help you out with that.
Yeah, our movie theater has hot dogs now, but there's not much it's like they got these huge pretzels and pizza and nachos, but everything's high carbs. Yep.
Damn it. I was waiting on him to highlight it so I was going to do this joke. Tom stole my joke. No, Tom stole it about how big it looks in Randy's hand. It almost looks full. It almost looks like a grown man's penis in his hand. Wait.
See, Tom is crying there.
Hey, Kip, edit that part out. Nope.
What part? What the fuck? No.
We'll take care of it in post. We'll take out that little bit, like I said.
We'll get penis under them.
Dude, that's a lot of dicks right there.
The penis on that plane.
Dude, look at all those
Where?
dicks turning.
They're
A lot
turning
of
their
dick
tips.
turns. Yeah, turning
Yeah.
the tips. The tips
In
are turning.
unison, right on top of each other, as planes should be.
They know how to point their swords very accurately too. Like you see that they're all lined up, like very like spot on, like right to the tip of the point. I was like, damn. Oh. Man, makes 3 inches look like 9, just the tips, Tom.
You must be a fan of SpaceX there, huh? Their new ship.
Randy.
Especially Tom Cruise, I guess, right? Yeah.
Oh damn,
But-
Mark.
I wonder if Randy, you can answer this since you're in the chat, but like he has to put a lot of lotion on it because like it would get rough, right? And scaly. Like you don't want that rubbing on your, you know what I mean? You want it smooth, right? No? Me? Okay.
You need some friction.
Tiny Tom.
Oh my god.
Mine's Mr. Blinky from when I was I was like 12, maybe about 12 is I was staying at a buddy's house. There was like 3 or 4 of us, and we're making prank calls back before you had Star 69. And we got caught by his mom, and his mom comes out and gives us this whole lecture about everything from like Jesus to women. And at one point she's like, and then you can be on the shower and you're going to look down and Mr. Blinky's just going to be laying there falling off, looking up at you asking, why did you do this to me? Yeah, that's been Mr. Blinky ever since.
Burn in hell.
Yeah, that's why I don't sleep with women. Huh?
Yep.
She scared me into homosexuality. Instead of scared straight, it had the opposite effect.
You're welcome, folks.
I love Toxic Tuesday
Scared
so
gay.
much. Handy ready. That's why the secret to a long-lasting relationship is small hands. Oh my god, Tiny Cruise missed. Since I wouldn't toss Tom Cruise behind.
Yeah, I'd let him stay there behind me too. Why not?
Tom cruising. Oh man. Oh, my face is starting. Oh my god. Fuck.
Have we made it to the end of this movie yet? My God.
I think we're getting there.
We're bailing out just about now, see?
Yeah, we're bailing out. Yep, see it? Yeah.
It was Hollywood, I think, getting shot down.
That was a very Hollywood ending. It's like, we
Yeah.
got a crisis in the police, but we're gonna call all the guys in Top Gun school because we're not gonna use anyone that's deployed overseas
That's-
already. We're
that's
just
right,
gonna
that's-
fly you out 24 hours later. while
We
the
don't
ship
have
is in
anybody
danger.
on the. We don't have anybody on the ship in the Indian Ocean already. No.
It's just like in Star Trek. It's like the Enterprise is the only ship within 10 days of anything. It's always it's got to be you, Captain Kirk. No one else can come to your rescue or handle this right now. So
Oh, Tom got
How?
a claim here. Top Gun's Police Academy, just for your information, it ripped it off. They're the same movie. Look at this.
Strong
Yeah, I don't see that
disagree.
at all.
who dies in Police Academy? I
Yeah,
forget
who
now.
dies? Did Goose
There are
die in
no
that one
fucking
too?
planes
No,
in Police Academy.
not one plane.
Were there women in Police
Facts.
Academy?
Where they
Too
were-
many.
yes,
Planes in
Way
Police
more.
Academy.
Yeah, we
And
had
it had-
one girl in this movie, and her name is Charlie.
Yeah, and Police Academy had unnecessary amounts of diversity.
Oh yeah, way too diverse.
Too many women?
Checkbox before there was a checkbox. Yeah,
I love the guy that could do all the sound effects. He was awesome in Police Academy.
Script here: Hightower doesn't
Yeah.
die, but he gets kicked out.
That's not the same. Goose head got smashed on the canopy.
Yeah, at the end.
The
Yeah,
same-
sounds
okay,
right. Yeah,
fine
they,
then.
yeah, they get called in. Yeah. They
Okay,
needed
GI
it.
Well, it's like
GI
Striped as well. It's the
Yeah.
same as Stripes.
and GI Jane, same thing.
Oh, that was terrible.
Ugh, such a
Terrible.
shit movie.
Why do we have G.I. Jane? In the
Well, now the training bits were pretty good.
they were not bad. I mean,
Like
that was
when
better
Viggo
than most of the
Mortensen-
movie. But Stripes is a classic. Stripes is so good.
Especially the scene they're cooking. They're cooking on the stove, right, with the spatula.
Yeah,
D-Bud's saying there are many similarities. Ooh, D-Bud's got.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it. But by the way, Stripes was filmed at Fort Knox, which is where I went to OSIT. Yeah, did the same obstacle course.
But no one else has a cooking scene like Stripes. I got to say, with the girl on the stove.
That's right.
Could you imagine having to eat after that? My God. Ugh. I'm pretty sure your eggs would like turn into sawdust.
Oh, did her eggs turn to sawdust?
I mean, some stains you just can't get out.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's so good.
So in Top Gun 2, what Maverick's gonna be a Top Gun instructor, obviously, or do we know what the plot line is at all, or what's?
I mean, he's Maverick.
A woman will be the bestest pilot
ever. Bestest pilot ever. Yeah.
There's no way Tom Cruise would ever let a woman. He wouldn't let a man be better than him in one of his movies, let alone a woman. Are you kidding? No way.
He does have that power, Tom Cruise. That's the thing. He actually does have that power where he is the guy who likes the final say in all his movies. And he's been doing up until recently, too. Like I said, with Fallout, that was 2018 or 19. I remember I was at the point, my God, is this movie going to start having any of that stuff? And Mission Impossible Fallout just ended up being one of the best movies I'd seen. Yeah, seriously, fucking incredible. So it's like, oh, hey, we're good with Tom Cruise. Yeah. Aliens and all.
I know he ended up being the bad guy, but him and Geralt of Rivia, man, they had some bro out moments, like in the bathroom and stuff.
Yeah,
where men like to bro out.
Dude, it was a perfect men fighting in the bathroom. Yeah, it made total sense. He had Henry Cavill shredded with his big old stash, too, porno style.
Yeah, beating up the little Asian kid. Yeah, that's how we do it.
But Shellback's got a good point. Yeah, there was no mud wrestling in Top Gun. They should have added a Top Gun mud wrestling scene after the volleyball scene. Probably that would have been good, right?
Ooh, see, no, they need maybe they gotta do like an arena size volleyball with even more dudes. They gotta do even more dudes.
I'm listening.
Yeah, see, get even more dudes, bigger field of sand,
less clothing,
more balls, less clothing. See, I'm just saying, more balls, less clothing. Bigger space for more dudes to fill up.
That's a recipe for any good time. More balls, less clothing.
Oh no, we've drained Anonymous. We've drained.
Remember that. Remember, guys. More balls, less clothing. That'll be a Toxic Tuesday shirt somewhere down the line.
Oh yeah, for sure. Toxic Tuesday.
We've drained him. Oh no.
I've spent time for that. We'll take care, Anonymous. Have a great night. All right. Good to get the poison out, sir. Dude, you can have a lot of group hugs, a lot of dudes touching the balls too. Like, yeah, dudes all try to get their hands all over the balls. Like, they can contribute their marks to the ball. It works out perfect.
Hey, Daryl.
We all know a flavor of Nick Weiser Mad wants. Okay,
yeah, Nick Weiser flavor number 437, salty nuts.
Salty nuts.
Deets nuts.
Howdy, Daryl.
These nuts.
Oh man, no, seriously. We gotta seriously. I gotta remember that statement. That would be great for a Toxic Tuesday show. That's like the perfect thing.
More balls, less clothes.
More balls,
Toxic Tuesday. and it gets a little hand for the L's in balls. Just handy Randy's hand.
Oh fuck! Oh damn! It's perfect. There's Toxic Tuesday is gonna be a brand soon. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be nuts everywhere.
Toxic Tuesday. We've got nuts, right?
We have
salty nuts.
Salty nuts. Yeah, we gotta drink the saltiness out of them too. So you gotta slurp on the nuts.
Like sandy nuts, because it would be like a. What's a good? I'm not a woman, so I don't know about cooking stuff. But what would be a good substitute for sand? If like,
Come on, you must have made a sandwich before.
what?
Frozen pizza? You made a frozen pizza before, right?
Oh yeah. But that doesn't have like
That's
a
not cooking,
sand
though.
type. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like a powder thing. Oh, like cinnamon,
Here we go. Matt's
That's
crispy nut sandwich flavored number 69.
Washed down with Bailey's cream.
I'm listening.
And what's up, Dad Man? Hail, toxic dudes. Could use my hand silhouette. They're about the same size. Daryl, have I missed the toxic masculinity on the verge of homosexuality? Oh, dude, trust me. If there's a replay worth catching, this is the one. Like, this Toxic Tuesday has been fucking. This has been freaking loaded about dudes.
I dare say it's been the straightest one we've ever done.
Yeah, we analyzed the whole volleyball game, all the points,
Yeah.
all the sets,
all the faces, like all the handies included.
Yep.
I mean, there's been revelations made about this movie like that you won't find anywhere else.
Oh God, if this happened, Rudy, I would have to write comics. We might need to hold off on yelling for an hour or two just to watch this happen.
I know most of them on there. I think most of them they would get it. I don't know.
Hey, Dad Man.
My God, my face is well good. Good. That's what we're aiming for. We want you guys to, like, by the time you're done with this panel, you're just like, the toxicity has just been taken out of you. You gotta like go
Sorry.
Okay. Matt has covered all the injection points.
That's right. You gotta know where it's coming from so you can replace it.
Grab my good hand. Okay, well, guys, I guess we'll get to that point. We'll as this movie photo. Thank you, Marc, for doing this photo gallery thing. Since you're the first one, Marc, where do you rank this in toxicity and greatness?
Oh, toxicity, I'd say probably like a 9 because just the bros together. God, they're so toxic going in the bar to pick up Charlie. That's awesome. And of course, fighter pilots. Kicking ass. Playing volleyball, shooting down MiGs. Yep. So very, very toxic. Greatness. I got 2 different scores. Like if you're in the movie theater, this is like a 9.5. I'd say 9.6. Okay. But at home, it's like a 9. It just loses something. I gotta get like a projection screen in the backyard or something. It's just not as good as if it's not on the big screen. It's just that volleyball game. It's just so much better on the big screen. So you really need that. You need that in the movie theater IMAX. Yep.
Wait, so your theater lets you take your pants off during the movies?
Yeah, to play volleyball. Yep.
Oh. Yeah. I was trying to think of reasons why it would be better in the theater. I'm like,
yeah,
pretty sure they make you wear pants
because the screen is bigger. Yeah.
Handy Randy, if we're lucky, Maverick will have more locker room scenes.
Yeah, if Pee Wee Herman does anything, is that they get a little.
It's that pants are optional.
So Channel Surf agrees with me, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he was watching Top Gun when he got caught. I'm just saying. I don't know.
So yeah, it's awesome movie. Yeah, I was just lucky to see in the movie. I bet you they'll probably replay. They'll bring this back to the movie. The first one back to the movie theater would be smart, before 2 comes out. They've been doing those limited run, engagements, or like you said, you could rent a movie theater. So yes, we should all rent this movie, rent the movie theater, chip in, and go play volleyball there during the movie. Yep.
Red top theater, more balls, less clothes. I'm in.
Yep.
I'm in. Awesome, Marc.
Bring salty nuts to eat.
Oh, dude, I'm a salt mine for salty nuts. So I'm all.
I forgot I'm working on an outro for you, Nick. Yeah. And it's just like it's clips from all the movies we watched, but it's always them like on Big Trouble in Little China, where he's like, "Aren't you gonna tell her you love her?" No. It's all of those clips of like it's like Bruce Willis telling his wife, "Fuck you, Sarah." It's all of those great moments from the movies. Sorry, but I'm working on it.
No. That's good. Awesome, Marc. Thank you, as always, and I appreciate it. But before we move on to the next gentleman, The Jack of all casuals for $10 says best stream so far. Keep it up. Thank you, Jack of all casuals. I appreciate it. That is fucking badass. 32's nicknamed the Salt My Hello. That's why I say yes. All right. It's under. If you really want to send something, there's the on the pinned link, Rudy. That's where it is. And also, this thing pops up every few minutes right here. Every 5 to 10 minutes, this is the link. If you really want to send. Otherwise, just kick back and hang out and contribute saltiness, and we're good, dude. All right. Thank you. All
but
right.
we are keeping track because once he gets monetized, we expect all of you to make up for all the super chats you didn't send. We have a list.
We have a list.
Yeah, with little ticks by everyone's names.
Dustin, where do you rate this in toxicity and greatness, and why?
No,
I
Dustin,
think he
your mic. Yeah.
boomered it. Or let's just some. Dustin,
I don't hear you, sir.
he's really talking away too.
Well, I think
I was muted. Okay, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
It happens to all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think toxicity would be a 9. I know that. I know you're disappointed. I know you're sad now.
I don't even get what y'all see toxic in any of these.
It should be a 0, huh? Maybe a 0.3.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll cut your loss. Say 5 then. Okay.
All right.
And then I think greatness at home. I think that's a 9. If I wish I'd love to see this in an IMAX, like, sit in the front row, just be like,
Oh.
would be awesome.
Tom, you're not understanding. You're just not understanding. The gay is toxic, and it's great. All right, Mad, where do you rate this?
Look, you know me. I don't find anything toxic about this movie at all. I don't believe in toxic masculinity. I just believe in greatness. Now, I will say that my mind has been changed through our analysis tonight, which I think that we did a deep dive into this movie.
Yes.
Very deep.
We went deep. We did go deep.
We went balls deep.
But it was I was going to put it at a 9.5 of greatness, right? But then when we started talking about how they did everything they could to make that horrible woman more like a man, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have to bump it up to a 9.9. And then when Dustin started talking about the IMAX, I'm like, wow, imagine the volleyball scene on IMAX.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a perfect 10 for me, boys. At the IMAX, perfect 10. 9.9 at the house. Like,
great balls of fire.
Oh, you guys are killing me. What happened to when Matt got to the ball again? Oh my god, my face hurts. I'm crying right now.
No, bro. There's no way I would make it that down. Look, I can barely press my tongue without gagging. Come on.
Matt loves a movie about 2 sweaty men who have only
Yeah, name a better movie. Come on, bro. Like,
my
it
face
doesn't
hurts
happen
so
that
bad.
often, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. Holy shit! Channel Surfer, $20 says.
Wow.
Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
A great panel. Funny shit. Channel Surf. Sorry. Holy shit. Thank you. That is insane. $20. That's wow. Damn, dude. Thank you. That's amazing. Fuck yeah. I just hope we can continue to deliver the goods for you. More balls, less clothes every Tuesday. All right. Thank you. 70s. Go ahead.
Oh, geez. I would have given. I'm going to give it this. I'm with the handy Randy. I'll give it the 4 balls out of 5. 4 volleyballs. 4 balls out of 5 toxicity. It would have had 5, but for the love scene, because it was superfluous. It didn't need it.
You know what? I forgot all about it already.
Yeah, didn't need any of that. So, as for greatness, well, I don't know. There unpopular opinion. There are some flaws with this movie.
Name
Script
of what?
wise, editing wise, it's a bit formulaic in places. It's a bit predictable. So I'm only going to give it a 7 out of 10 for
Get
greatness.
the fuck.
And
Nick did not tell you to move him to the bottom like an
and
hour
I
ago.
would, and the only reason it's not getting a 6 is because Cheap Trick Mighty Wings was in it. So.
What are you doing on this show?
Expressing my
God.
male opinion.
You're breaking my heart, 70s. I can't go with you, but you're
all over again.
Oh, I never understood how she died of sadness, but now I kind of get it.
If I'd known you were going to get this upset, I would have given it an even lower score.
Just always want to hurt me.
It's not a good score.
Boy George.
I just want you to lift me up, but
all right.
Oh,
I will rank this in toxicity. This gets a perfect 10. I mean, dude, you can't get any more toxic than a bunch of dudes in locker rooms, dudes who are romantic together, dudes who play volleyball together, and you got a girl who's a dude named Charlie. Like, how do you get more dudelier than that? It's perfect. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. So, enough said. More balls, less clothes. And now, in terms of greatness, this is definitely going to get a 9.4, and then it would definitely hit a 10 on a big fat screen. That's for sure. It would hit a 10 on the big screen because of all the dudes we get to see up close and in person on a big silver screen.
I mean,
all those packages swinging everywhere.
It's just tidy whities covering up a 30-foot fucking wall.
And the tails on the tidy whities.
Tails. Yeah, I didn't care for that part. That part I did not care for.
So anyways, that's our scores. Chat, thank you. This has been awesome. And thank you to Jack of All Casuals, Channel Surf, Toxic Man Flu, Christian DeLorme Deleted Scenes, Islington Girl for all the excellent tips. I love the tip of your tips. Every night you do that. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure we ran all the girls off. They were in the chat pretty heavy at the beginning.
I think they were here for the volleyball game.
And Tom says, "Don't end yet." I wonder what Tom's gonna say. I said this. Oh! He wants to see Thanos punch Captain Marvel. I guess I gotta. I guess we're just gonna play that clip now.
Never gets old. Never gets old.
The tall ones. All right, Tom. Oh my God, Tom. You son of a bitch. You are the man, Tom. I love you, dude. $20 says,
nice.
For Mad always being such a great sport. When we doing Ghostbusters, Goodfellas, Scarface, Jaws, Highlander, Tom, we will be in touch. We're gonna do these, and they will happen. Obviously, we have a whole plan here that I'm going to announce for what's going on for the future of Toxic Tuesday. So next week is going to be a one-off week. We're going to take a week off for 1 week. And then for the month of December, we are doing Die Hard December.
Wow.
We're going to start off with 3, and then 2, and then the week of Christmas, we hit Die Hard 1.
Oh, so we have like a countdown series.
We have a countdown of 3, 2, and 1. So bye week, next week, skip week, and then 3, 2, and 1, Die Hard. Die Hard December, and then movies like what you listed, Tom. Thank you for the 20, by the way. We're gonna start looking into movies like that. Tom's like, "Oh, I'm on with that. I know you are."
Dude,
Tom.
I'm totally in for Die Hard 3,
Oh.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
All of them, yeah.
All right, Tom.
Down in the summer.
Yeah,
it starts great,
dude. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be Tom. You come on to as many as you want. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be absolutely insane. Yeah, Die Hard December, guys. Get excited. It's gonna be This is gonna be an awesome month. Just nonstop Bruce Willis for a month.
So next week, Mad. I heard Mad was going to host a show in your absence, Nick. I think we're going to do the Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, no. You know what? 70s. Next week, take that time off to get your shit straight, or actually, no, the opposite of that, because you got to get your mind right, man.
Well, I certainly don't want it pushed in. That's for sure.
That's fine, Tom. Hey, let's have the controversial opinion. If you want to come on, if not, you can just hang out here. Whatever you want to do. I welcome controversial opinions. So yes,
Tim
deleted
Robbins.
scenes, yippee-ki-yay. It's gonna be fucking glorious. Die Hard December, guys. Let the toxicity flow. And remember, guys, thank you as always. And remember another thing besides the greatness of the chat and the panel. More balls, less clothes. We'll see you in 2 weeks
Yes.
for Die Hard December. 3 weeks in a row. Get your butts ready. Hold on to them tight.
Sorry,
Glad to be part of that plan.
The girlfriend texted me. Are we actually watching
Andre
the Die
gets
Hards?
up early. Maybe he'd make one of these, dude. Hey, I'd love to have him on. Let's get in touch with that. That'd be great, dude. Awesome. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna shut up now.
I don't know if you're gonna watch Die Hards, but I am. Sorry, I'm responding to my girlfriend.
No, you're good. Daryl, you have a better Thanksgiving. And
Is your girlfriend called Charlie?
Handies for everyone. Handies for everyone. Bye. Deadman Walking, E. Clay Thompson, Coming to is Dangerous. Yes, there'll be handies. Shit, how much do I have to remember Toxic? You remember as much as you want, my friend. Yes, we'll discuss all this in a few weeks, but I'm shutting up now. Good night, good fight. We'll see you all soon. All right, bars closed. Go fucking home. Bye, humans. We'll see you.